Oh man, sometimes it's so hard to say good morning.
Because you're so tired, you just can't say it. You're just like, "Oh, good morning, guys. How's it going?" Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
man. If I started this without any coffee, I just think it would just be called Brick World. Yeah, I would
That's
totally.
fair.
I would totally leave the good morning out of it. Um,
Oh.
so real quick, I see Redmond out there. What's up, brother? And Jonah. Oh, Jonah, thank you for reapplying to the Brick Hive membership. I appreciate that. BFAB, I appreciate it from you as well.
Oh, did I
I,
reapply?
I mean, look, I've seen you do it before. I just I can't express how appreciative I am of
I will
everybody
always
that does
support
that.
you if I think you're a good person. And every time it does decline, it's because I have no money in my account.
Dude, listen, because I'm a member for Ryan. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I've because it's kind of like one of those things where I'm assuming like the same thing with people that are members for me. Like you like my content, like you like my channel, and you're helping to support it. Like that's what I do for Ryan. You know what I mean? And even though I know Ryan doesn't need me to do it, obviously, but I really like his channel, and I try to support it. Eventually, I'll probably weed myself off of it and maybe support somebody else. But I am very appreciative of it, though. It helps tremendously for anything with this channel. And to be quite honest with you, yeah, I think it'll support the channel in a whole new way. I think once I figure out what I'm going to do, what path I'm going to walk down the Lego, Lego world. Darth Kujira, what's up? How you doing, Chris? And Mama Lego, good morning to you. Um, a little tired. I stayed up a little later than I expected last night. I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I was kind of watching All Bricks Count stream he had last night, and I was
You were
like,
that bored?
you're so silly. So yeah, I was getting things ready for this morning, and and I said hello, and he's like, yeah, man, stop on in if you want. And at first, I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep, but I was like, yeah, man, I'll probably be up for at least half an hour or so. You know what I mean? So I went ahead and got on there. Yeah, did go to bed to like, I don't know if it was 2:30 in the morning, 3 maybe.
I went on like a 2-hour night walk. It was really nice, but it's just like for me, it's like I've been finding peace just walking at night, and drunk, sober, whatever. Sober yesterday, guys. 100%. Everyone clap for me. So I went on like a walk, and I just kept walking. Usually, like I'll stop like at a certain location and turn around, but I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep walking. Then I got close to the highway, kept walking, got like around the highway. There's construction, turned around, went another way, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna keep walking until my AirPods died. My AirPods died, turned around. It's like a 2-hour walk. It was really nice to kind of sit there, clear my mind, and jam out the music. And people thinking I'm a homeless guy walking the streets at 2, 3 in the morning. So yeah,
He's a homeless guy walking the streets because that's what homeless do. I don't know why I tried to make that song.
I washed all the gel out of my hair. I went from looking like a regular person to somebody that like looks like they live on the street. So it's kind of nice.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people that have homes and they still have whack ass hair, man. So, the Senate Studios. What up? What up? What up? He says Misa here. Well, I guess that means you're Jar Jar in the Senate. So, I'm sorry. Will, what's up? How you doing? Hello. Dude? I'm trying to muster up the energy to even sound enthusiastic right now, man. It's so difficult. Joey, what's happening? Good morning. Maniac for Bricks in the house. Dude, I am. Yo. Oh.
You have this astromech droid head?
Dude.
This was not a microfighter.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look at one of my videos because right now my minifigure case is packed in storage. So
well, it's only the head. It doesn't come with the body because it was just on a microfighter. Anyway, do you want it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well,
unless I already have, unless I already have it, and then I'll tell you. Just
I'll just throw it in with the red astromech.
Okay. Yeah, we still gotta talk some shop. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna build this thing so hard. So I wonder if I even need to take the rest of these bags out. Oh, with the camera, you guys can probably get a good angle at that.
Yeah, you can kind of see in there.
Yeah. So I see bag 14. 15, 14. So I might not even need to mess with you right now. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so upset if like bag 2 is in here.
No, I think all.
Oh my god. Okay, all right.
I think all of the earlier bags will be in that white box. That's how it was in Ninjago Gardens.
All right, man. I am so excited to build this thing. There we go.
Yeah, Will, you need to get on that.
The moment you know you're muted, it didn't know you're muted. I was talking and I didn't realize I was muted. But it should be like a case with like the Lamborghini or something where you build it and then you're like, oh, I hate this. Anyone want it for $5? You know, so.
That ain't gonna happen with this thing, dude.
Never say never, Hive.
Well, I guess it depends on the offer. But yeah, I mean, I'll fight somebody, man, to get near this thing.
Jay, are you just trying to sell everything at this point?
Not everything, but I've got a lot of the Star Wars up for sale. This is one of them.
Yeah, see, I can't really watch you right now, Jay, because I'll be wanting too much. That was my problem at Brick Fair. Like, dude, the last couple days at Brick Fair, I literally tried to walk past the vendors like this, man, because it's almost impossible to walk through that area and not want to buy stuff.
Oh, Hive,
Yeah.
I've got a whole list. I've got a big list.
What were you gonna say though, BFAB?
Oh, I was talking about myself again. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I would say that for me, it's like this day and age, I'm not even building Lego sets, and I have so many. And it's just like, do I like sell all my Lego sets now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I might be in a dark age where like I could care less about Lego anymore. But I think that I'm staying for the community. I don't think I like Lego anymore, and I think that I've kind of been in denial for the last year.
No, when you say Lego, are you talking about the product or the company, or just the whole atmosphere?
So it's really weird. It's like I like buying Lego. I like making Lego videos, but I don't care about Lego. It's like I'm kind of in that phase where it's like I don't think I could ever get back into Lego, but it's not like at one point Lego was therapeutic or was fun for me, right? As an adult, where you can go in a store, buy whatever you want for the most part. It's not the same feeling. And I think that I've been in denial for the last like year or two, trying to tell myself I like Lego when I don't like Lego. I like making Lego videos, but I just don't like the product. It's weird.
Well, a couple people that I know personally. Hold on, let me talk first before I rumble all these bags. A couple people that I know personally outside of the internet, and YouTube and stuff like that, have dabbled in Lego.
Yeah.
And a couple were because they literally just kind of found it again, and then a couple were like they just noticed how popular it is, so they just kind of. But the thing is most of them did it initially, no matter how they found it, but they did it initially because they were trying to touch upon that nostalgia. You know what I mean? Yeah. That feeling that they had when they were kids with it. You know what I mean? And none of them really were able to spark that. You know what I mean? To the point where they kept going with it like we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they look forward to another set, or they built something, they really loved it and they just can't wait to do another one. It's not like that for them. They each one of them basically bought a couple sets. They didn't hate it, but it just wasn't enough for them to like keep pursuing it.
I think from my logic, it's just like, is Lego holding me back? Is like being a part of the Lego community, is liking Lego holding me back from future goals in life and stuff? Like right now, I've been talking to, like my little brother and stuff, and it's just like, dude, we all want to just get jacked. Like I want to care more about my health. Because I feel like I've neglected that over the last 3-4 years, where I kind of like let myself go. And I mean, I look at it like I'm only getting older, and it's like Lego has not been that thing. Like I used to get a Lego set, want to build it immediately, right? Now it's like I have over 150 sealed Lego sets. I have about 800 actual built Lego sets. When I say built, like they're taken apart, but I keep moving around. But it's like there's not that joy. Like I'd keep a lot of like my sets that I've had as like a kid and stuff. But like having all this stuff, it's not bringing me any happiness like it once did. And then I ask myself, well, do I really like Lego? And I think the last set I built was in April, but before that it was like back in December. And it's like I'm building one set here or there. And it's just there's no spark. And I feel like I'm being fake. And I think that it's like I didn't want to embrace that, but I think that I have to just accept the fact that I don't like Lego. I like the Lego community.
I mean, look, that's understandable, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you can't force somebody to feel something they don't feel. You know what I mean? And dude, yeah, maybe you do need to like go do something else and go with it and see how you feel, what it does for you. Like you said, you wanted to get jacked in your health and stuff. So maybe that's something that you need to focus on and see how that goes with you, and how far you can take that. It's not, and it doesn't mean like you got to like completely cut the Lego community off. Maybe once in a while, just behind the scenes, you would check on people or whatever, or say hello once in a while. But yeah, man, I mean, look,
I think recently I kind of sat back also and I kind of reflected on the fact where it's like, what good has the Lego community like caused you? And yeah, I've made great friends. I will always appreciate my friends, but like there's been more negative than positive when it comes to me, And I think that where I've kind of embraced the fact that like I'm basically a man child in the sense where not because I like Lego, but because I'm still like living like 14, 15-year-old me when I started in like the Lego community, right? And there's literally no maturity. I feel like if I'm into Lego and if I still engage in the community, I'm never going to truly advance as a person because I'm kind of still stuck in that delusion where I felt comfortable in the community as a kid. And so because I felt so comfortable, I stayed in the community, right? But then all of a sudden drama started happening. And then I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. But then I came back with the friends. And then it's like, now I don't enjoy things as much as I used to. It could be the mix of drama. It could be I'm not in the Lego like I used to. There's just like a lot of factors. And like,
yeah, there's a lot of things going on that.
Yeah.
Look, when a part of my life, I grew up in Key West, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. I went back to Key West for a reason. I don't know. It's probably been about several years now. But when I went back down there, I did what I needed to do during the day, and then like later at night, man, I went out with a friend, you know what I mean, and just kind of roamed around downtown like I used to. And I thought for sure, man, like those feelings were going to come back like when I was younger and used to party and have fun and stuff like that. Dude, and it was none of that was there. I mean, a little bit of that nostalgia was there, you know what I mean? Because I was in that place, but just the feeling and the events and everything was just different, man. You know what I mean? And it's probably not the best analogy to use, but maybe that's sort of like what it is, where it's just not the same feeling that you used to have. Again, it doesn't mean you hate it. It doesn't mean you have any of those feelings, but it's not like, for instance, for me, look, the community, YouTube, like Lego, all this stuff, dude, it takes up all of my free time.
Yeah.
Like all of it. I have work, then, my life, like my wife and stuff, you know what I mean? And then I have this. I don't have time for anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can make some time, but I have to make time. And it's okay. That's not a bad thing. It's just in my life right now, this point in my life, this time, I can do that. My daughter is almost, an adult, you know what I mean? Like I make enough money now, you know what I mean? I could have done this like in my early 20s, not the way I do it now. There's just no way. I wasn't making enough money. I had too much going on with work and raising a kid and stuff. So, dude, there's just different times for different people for different things. You know what I mean? And again, if you walked away, you know what I mean? Like for a while, and not in a bad way, just like, hey, I want to get good at this, so I have to focus on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, like your health, your body, and all that stuff, dude. You can't just do that part time and be serious about it. You know what I mean? Like you got to focus on it. You know what I mean? Like it's something you would have to do. So, yeah, man. I mean, I guess it'd be kind of like if somebody walked up to me right now and said, "Hey, Brandon, I can train you to be a tattoo artist, and you don't have to worry about not making money right now and stuff like that. You know, I'll put you under my wing for, a year and then get you going and let you go and you can make money." Dude, I would probably totally do that. If that certain opportunity presented itself to me where somebody would train me, I wouldn't have to worry about money and work and stuff like that. But also, if somebody did that and I took that opportunity, I would have to let go of this community. I mean, not let go of it. Like I wouldn't have to quit. I just couldn't do this all the time because I would have to focus on tattooing.
I want to buy a tattoo gun, and I want to start trying to practice tattoos because my art style is very tattoo-like, And like everyone I've ever chatted to said I could become a tattoo artist, And so
it's just something you got to talk to tattoo artists about and kind of slowly, get in with them and stuff like that.
I also like Joey's comedy. He said, "I love how we're being real on this stream. Barely see that from any other community streams." I think the thing is that for me, like, I feel comfortable being blunt. High feels comfortable being blunt. Jay's trying to sell everything he owns. It's like we could, like, I feel like a lot of us feel that way. Example right now, I don't care for Lego. I don't care to be fully immersed in the community, but I know other people feel the same way. I'm not the only one, feeling that way. And it could be a phase. It really could. But as of right now, I think it's been long enough where I know it's not a phase. I think I've just been in denial too long.
Yeah. It's definitely a possibility, man. Real quick, I wanted to say, I saw some new people jump in the chat. I wanted to say hello. So Albrecht's count, Shazam, I saw you. Thanks for having me on your stream last night. Let's see, there's Will. Macro, where's my coffee? I got it. Holding the Holy Grail figure. Yeah, I hear that. Oh, Joy says yard sale dug a hole for me too. Yeah, man, dude. Oh my gosh. I did. That's one thing I didn't highlight good enough from Brick Fair was the yard sale. I know I kind of ran through a lot of the stuff, but during both the yard sales, I was basically clung to JB's table because I was trying to sell my VIP coins, and I was just too scared to just walk away and leave them on the corner of his table. I mean, look, I didn't have a big trust issue while I was there or anything like that, and I've heard you can, everything's usually normally fine, but dude, anybody could have easily just walked by and just grabbed those coins right off that table, and nobody probably would have even seen them. So, and I wouldn't have been holding JB responsible for that. That wouldn't have not have been fair. So, anyways, yard sale, good stuff. And that's actually where I got the Echo Base set, wherever the heck it is right now. Ryan saw it, and he's like, "Man," he's like, "You got to buy this. You got to buy this. Trust me." So I bought it. Chef, good morning to you.
Echo Base? Is that the Ewok one?
No, from Hoth.
Oh, the one that nobody liked?
Well, I don't think that the builds really are that great. I mainly bought it for two reasons. One, because it's a collector's edition kind of thing. And two, when I am ready to like open up the stuff inside and all that, I'll have another Tauntaun. So I'm really pretty hyped about that.
Can you showcase this back? Did you show it in your vlog, or is that still I mean, I must have missed it, but I think I watched all your vlogs.
Yeah, I did show it in the vlog. Like normally on like the brick fair vlogs, I think
they were good. I liked them. You killed it, dude. You killed it.
Thanks. I think definitely could have done some stuff better. But this weird thing is when I was vlogging, I don't know why, and it'd probably be different next year, but I wasn't trying to get up in everybody's face. You know what I mean? I really didn't highlight like anybody that much in the vlogs.
Yeah, you're scared to film people. It's not like you're one of those guys. I mean, I've been at conventions where everywhere I go, somebody's walking around the camera. They're like, "Hey, BFAB, have anything to say?" And I'm like, "Hey." How's it
Yeah.
going?
I mean, I wasn't necessarily scared. I just didn't want, like, just being new around everybody. I was trying to be, I guess, kind of respectful about it.
Yeah.
Because I definitely had some shots of people and all that, you know what I mean? And that I didn't bother cutting out or nothing like that. I think just this first time around, I really focused more on just Brick Fair, and a lot more like the stuff that was going on there.
Yeah.
But, anyways, let me keep moving on here. I said hi to Chef. What's happening, Chef? Good morning to you. Brick Studios out there. Good morning, brother. How you doing?
Hey, Brick Studio. So Brick Studio and I have been chatting in DMs, and he's trying to become a famous, rich YouTuber. And I'd like to tell you, Brick Studio, that's very hard. So
It is, man. But if you figure it out, you should start making videos. Like back when I was young, they used to have these like infomercial videos, and like the guy, he would be like sitting on like a big yacht boat or whatever with a bunch of women and just cash. He'd be like, "This is how I made all this money," and then he like starts talking. And that's what you should do, man. Like make some of those how to get rich on YouTube videos.
rich schemes, that you just like, it's literally like a scam inside your whole little scheme. You become rich off the scam. This is how I got 10 broads, a yacht, and a lot more. My name is Brother from Another Brick. And
so I like what Mama's comment is. I'm working down the comments. So I'm kind of reading them all and saying hello. But I like, she says, BFAB, life is full of change. Some ignore it and some grab it and go with it. That's right. Because look, me being a little older than everybody else, I can tell you right now, man, if you are passionate about something, if there's something you want to do, you should definitely at least try it. At least entertain the thought and think about it. Because a lot of people are very quick, and I admit I'm one of them sometimes, to dismiss things because you're just like, oh, I can't do that, or I don't have time to do that, or I don't have the money, or blah blah blah. If there's something that you really want or want to do or whatever, just think about it. Things sometimes are not as impossible as it seems. You know what I mean? And change isn't always a bad thing. Normally, it's actually a good thing. It's called evolving, and it's good to keep evolving as a person. Try and keep evolving your life, you know, and it's not a bad thing at all. Brick Maniacs wait a minute. I always get Maniac for Bricks and Brick Maniac mixed up sometimes, man.
Joey has the classic legendary profile, Brick Maniac.
I know, but it throws me off. It throws me off because I'm like, wait a minute, is that Joey? Like, what? Huh? What? But he says, hey, Brick Hive, it was nice chatting with you on the stream last night. It was nice chatting with you as well. Thank you. That was a lot of good chatting.
I always like chatting with Brick Maniac when I used to be able to chat with him a lot. He's a really stand-up dude. He has an amazing Lego collection. I think he has like some crazy UCS Star Wars stuff. I still remember I was like trying to flex my collection, but verbally, right? He's like, I got this, I got that, I got that. But dang,
bro. Let's see here. The yard sale didn't impress me at first and overwhelming, but when I came home, I noticed all I could have sold and regret not bringing. Yeah, I think next year I'm going to sell. Well, if I have anything to sell, I'll sell some stuff. The problem is, like, I don't have a lot of stuff to sell. So it'd be like just like a table with like 6 things on it, maybe. Like everybody else is like load their tables up. I probably could sell a bunch of minifigs though. I got quite a few.
You need to do buy all the clearance Lego you ever see, but that's what I've been doing. And then you just wait like 2 years, 3 years when they're worth something, and then you sell them and you make mad profit.
Yeah, Jay.
There's a bunch of minifigs in here that I'm selling along.
Yeah, Jay, get that thing the hell away from me.
How much did you pay for the Tauntaun? The one you bought separately?
Oh, I don't remember exactly, but I want to say it was like $20. I mean, it could have been. It wouldn't have been more than 25. I wouldn't have spent that much on it. But I don't think it was under 20 because I probably would have been like, "Ooh, look at this deal I got."
I got 2 for sale, $5 each.
See, this is why I tell you, Jay. All right, so look. The first thing that we have to do is establish revenue.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I know.
This
I
is
know.
Revan.
I know. Like the image is burned in my head. So that's the first thing we have to do, because once we establish Revan, then I can be like, I think I could spend another $30 on some stuff. So let me see what is going on here. 2 tauntauns, $5 each. Okay, yeah, I can have like I can have a battle pack of tauntauns.
Well, I have a whole list, but I've sent Will the document first because he has a set that he's buying.
Will Brick's production?
No,
Will Harper.
Oh, Will Harper. I was about to say, you trust a little 17-year-old pipsqueak? No, okay, Will's my friend, but it's like, I'm like, that kid is broke, okay? Come on.
So as soon as Will has selected what he would like to purchase, happy to send that list in other directions.
I guess when we're selling everything, I'm selling all my Comic-Con minifigs $4,000. No, I'm kidding. I feel like I regret that. I remember 2 years ago I was going to sell all my Comic-Con minifigs. Then COVID happened, and they all like doubled and tripled in value. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't sell these.
117, how are you today? Good morning. All right. I think it's time.
This is not something I'm selling. This is something I did yesterday. I did another decal figure.
Oh, you're becoming one of those.
Yeah,
guys.
I saw that. That's a good one.
5s. I still have a hard case and Jesse to do.
Oh, and by the way, I wanted to show people something too. Go ahead.
Yeah, BFAB. I became that guy a long time ago. I just haven't done a lot.
I should have cut you off a long time ago. I'm kidding.
So in the instruction manual, it's got some pretty good pictures of the gunship, like the cross section pictures. I just wanted to make sure everybody understands and knows that this is actually from. This is actually from the cross section book. It's really good stuff. I'm trying to get close enough to where you guys can see the actual cross section in it, but I can't hold the stand steady enough. All right. Anyways.
Hey, I see an OBR spotting. The legend OBR is here. What's going on, bro?
Oh, open build repeat. What's up? Good morning to you. Will says TG is that guy with an open trench coat that shows up at the weirdest time. Hey, I got what you need. Yeah, man. He is like that.
He's like, if you buy like, I'll give you 10% off. Okay,
dude. I'm telling you, dude. Jay's a pusher.
I have the document pulled up on my computer. I could share it if you guys want to see it.
Sure.
Let's see it. Let's see
right,
you sell things and make money and everything. Guys, I am selling myself for $100,000 if anyone is interested.
Hey man, look, you should really work on some deals.
All right.
Buy one, get one 50% off. I'll leave my mother in this deal.
Whenever you're ready, Hive. Okay, so this is just a whole list of all the complete sets, or mostly complete sets that I have. So I have a lot of things in here. I have an ATTE, missing the battle droids, but it has another clone trooper I threw in. There is a gunship here. The minifig scale one.
Oh.
A lot of these guys. A lot of these different things. And then
is that something you can like either email me or maybe put in the chat or something so I can download it?
Yeah, I can share it with you, Huh?
So, yeah, Jay, if you sell everything, how much money are you going to make?
I don't know. I haven't worked all that out.
Jay, you are a college student. My dropouts. Okay, I never actually dropped out.
These are $10 figs. We have $5 figs.
Ooh.
And $3 figs. The 501st helmet I had to put in here. It does have damage because I got it from someone else, and is put here because of that.
Well, I mean, at least you're very open and honest about all that stuff, man. You're not trying to get one over on anybody.
As far as I've spotted, that is the only one that has damage.
So listen, everybody. Will has first dibs on this stuff, but after Will and I dissect it, you're more than welcome to see if there's anything you want. London Bridge Bricks in the house. What's up, man? How
do you feel like, Jay, that you might regret selling things? For me, it's like I've had that feeling and I want to do it, but I feel like I'm going to regret some stuff.
I don't think so. It's mostly I'm not selling everything Star Wars related. I still have some Star Wars sets that I'm keeping, just a few of them, and I'm still going to collect more. But this is just kind of phasing out all the stuff that I don't really want anymore. And yeah, I'll
That's
miss some of
fair.
it.
I think that, I would love next year, if I'm still not like fully immersed in the Lego and I keep buying clearance and stuff, to just go sell everything retail at like a convention, because a lot of these clearance deals you get for 50 to 90% off. You sell them at retail price, you already made mad profit.
Yeah, BFAB, I saw that you have a few of those Spinjitzu slams. I might be interested in those because I never
If I
got
have
any
to
of
sell them,
those.
they're all yours. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, the thing is, I have a lot of duplicate stuff. Like, I think that the most of one quantity set I have like 6 or 7 of. But it's like you go around, you travel a bunch of Walmarts, you just buy everything there. If it's 60% off or more, and that's what I did. Like, I was really excited last week when I picked up the Ocean Exploration Base, 2 of them. They're $80 sets. Got them for $20. I was really happy about that. So Minions, the $40 set for 11, I believe. I have now 3 copies of the Wonder Woman set. I paid the cheapest on this one at $9. Like, all these crazy deals. Jurassic World sets, there's that 4+ Junior set, usually a $20 set. I paid $7 for it. So it's like all these like deals. It's just like I'm really happy with that. Oh, I just looked up. Oh, Brick Hive's little Star Wars bust is sitting right there. Hey, Brick Hive's bust.
What's that? What bus?
I think your bust is sitting right here on the table, right there, just sitting there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what, Hive? When I send it out to you, I'm going to throw something in extra for your long wait. I'll be like, sorry for the long wait, Hive.
That's okay, man. I understand. It's turned into a whole meme, dude.
It's going to be an epic video once it finally drops.
I feel like it's definitely going to be an epic video. I mean, just the context of the video is going to be epic.
I had to wait 30 years for this last.
Dude, it's amazing how much those are selling for at Brick Fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I have 2 copies. So I have the one that I'm giving to you, and then I have my built copy, and then I have another sealed copy. So really happy about that. So.
I tell you, Brick Wiz got 2 from JB for a good price.
I know Eric got one for like $130 or something, and I'm like, oh dang. The crazy thing is, this was the one time where I got into credit card debt to buy this stuff, because it was a Target Red Card exclusive, not knowing that it would shoot up that high in value. So I'm like, I want a copy for myself, and I'll have 2 sealed copies. I don't know what I'm doing with them. Obviously, one goes to you, Hive. The other one I think I'm gonna sell. Because those go for like $130 to $160, I think. So
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like a Brick Fair, though, man, there's a couple people selling. One was selling for like $150. Another one was trying to sell one for $180. I was like, God dang.
I would be that guy. I'd be like, yeah, $150. Like, the thing is, at conventions, I think people tend to neglect the value of like the aftermarket, right? I've seen people spend stupid amounts of money at conventions, not knowing you can get the set for like 50% off, 50% cheaper on the aftermarket. So.
I mean, my thing that I was explaining to a lot of people is that I expect to pay a little more at Brick Fair. It's just because it's Brick Fair. I get it. You know what I mean? Because in essence, it sounds stupid, but for me, buying stuff at Brick Fair is part of just buying something at Brick Fair. That's part of the value to me of it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be stupid and pay these gouging prices. But yeah, I mean, but there's some stuff that was being sold there that was pretty reasonable. There's even a few things I saw that were actually good deals. But
Joey, what can I promise you? Because I know there's that one time. Sorry, I totally cut you off.
Right. You're good, dude. Go ahead.
So it was funny. So I did this like giveaway thing where I think I gave away a bunch of minifigs, and I sent out like 30 packages. And the Maniac's just like, Rick, I will get his package before I get mine. And I'm like, shoot, what can I promise you, Joey? Let me know.
See, your delays have stacked up.
I tend to lose track of stuff all the time. It's like, I think there was that one phase where I was just giving away a bunch of crap. I'm just like, yo, I don't even know what he wants to send me either, but he's from.
Well, the only thing that I need to send out that I know of right now is I need to send out a CMF figure to Brickfella.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I I'm good with everybody as far as I know. Good morning, Larry. Thank you for joining us.
I have to say, Hive, I think officially you might have waited the longest to get your package. Like, there was a day I made a really stupid bet with somebody where I said, if you buy the Avengers base, this was not the new one, the old one. I said, I will buy you the Hellcarrier, not the Hellcarrier, the Quinjet from that year, just because I was trying to prove a point, thinking he wasn't going to do it. And he did it. So he bought a $100 set so I could buy him an $80 set. The dude waited a year to get it. He got his package, but I'm just like, wait a second. I just made a really stupid bet. I mean, it doesn't benefit me. I was just trying to prove a point, and it backfired.
Yeah, sometimes, a mouth can write checks that your butt has to cash, dude.
Yeah. No, I was just like, yeah, let me prove a point. This set is so good. If you buy this $100 set, I'll buy you an $80 set. I don't know my logic behind things sometimes. And so he did it. He's like, yeah, I got this set. I'm like, oh, frick.
No, well, for me, my problem has always been I'm a quick talker. Yeah. And I'll be talking real quick about some stuff and then be like, oh man, like I just said that. Now I gotta like either do it or pay him or whatever. I do it, and especially because I like to help people. But sometimes, again, I talk too fast to help somebody before really thinking about it, not knowing like I might already have something planned or like, oh God, I gotta lift 400 pounds. Like what? Oh, by the way, good morning to MNRK. How you doing?
And Hive, I shared the Google Doc with you.
Oh,
Jay really wants
you'll be able to look at that.
Jay for 1% off.
I really want to sell these.
Where'd you send it to?
To your email.
Okay.
Yeah. I really want to sell these because I'm moving back to college in a couple weeks, and it's going to be very difficult for me to sell things.
That's understandable.
No, it'll be very easy. I can sell them, but it's going to be a while before I ship them because I won't be home.
Oh, Larry's Urban Bricks. What's up, Urban Bricks?
Hey, people keep changing their names. I keep losing track of people. Come on. Also, Joey, send me your mailing address. And I think you have a brick set. Send me your brick set wanted list. I guarantee out of these sealed 150 sets, there's something that's on your wanted list. And then when I get my mother to she hates my guts right now, to send out Brick Hive's bus and your thing, you will get it. I just gotta convince her. She hates my guts right now, but I will find a way.
Well, I mean, also, I might see you at a convention or something. You never know.
I'm trying to leave the Lego community. I'm trying to stay in the Lego community.
Dude, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, you get your ass back here.
My boss, you're like, it's been 10 years. No, like the goal is set out stuff. Start vanishing a little bit more, which, I think a lot of people have been already very apparent that my presence is not really in the Lego community like it was at one point. And then just make a lot of work, clear up some debt, and then figure out my life, work out getting in shape. And maybe when I get jacked, then I'll fully get immersed back in the Lego community. But I think that the older you get, I'm 22, I'll be 23 next year. I take a look at life and I'm just like, what should I have done for myself, And I think that's getting in shape because I feel gross. And I think that, I was that guy that used to literally judge overweight people and think they were gross. And now I'm something that I didn't want to be, and it makes you kind of reflect and realize, don't judge people based on weight. And again, I'm never treated, if you're overweight, I've never treated you differently, but it was something I would never want to be. Right. And now I'm almost 240 pounds. It's a lot of people are you guys see my photo. I don't look 240 pounds, but the scale says, oh my goodness, we're about to break. So, and you feel it. You can feel it. So it's just I just want to take care of myself better.
Well,
I think
how tall are you?
I'm 5'11". So. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just because I'm gauging because I'm 6'2". Yeah. And I basically hover around 215.
Hi, thanks. I'm gonna be I hover around 230.
No, I just wanted to make sure you knew that, just to put it in perspective.
Yeah, just the thing is the thing is I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I start off strong or doing something, and then I'm just the next week I'm just oh, I failed.
Is it because you're not exercising enough, or is it because you're eating unhealthy?
The funny thing is I've always eaten pretty much okay. I had that phase probably back in May. It was probably from January to May, where I was eating one whole pizza every day as a vegan pizza or two every day. Like, I think you guys remember where I'm just like, yeah, I'm eating a vegan pizza right now. To be fair, they're really good. But I stopped doing that starting May. And I've now changed my diet like crazy. But it's still like you still have to be able to work out. And like one thing that has really hindered me working out is the metal in my leg. And like a lot of people know this, I'm in pain every day, which I've told people this.
Yeah.
And that's like one reason that I started drinking. And then drinking, leads to putting on weight. And if I don't completely cut out alcohol, then you're in.
Yeah, there's a lot of
put on
carbs
more
and
weight.
calorie and alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to lose weight, drinking alcohol is not going to help you. Just so everybody out in the chat knows that. I mean, it'll make you feel good, but you're not going to lose any weight.
Oh, and I just saw Joey's comment. For me, some people don't care to draw me back, but they'll say hi when I appear. Is that a real friendship? I don't think that's real. In what context, Joey? Joe, just know this, dude, we're your friend. I've always, you and I have had our fallings outs, but we've always been cool again. And I think we're mature enough adults where we could take accountability for what we say, and we could better ourselves. Like, Joey, I'm glad I met you in the Lego community. You're a really stand-up dude. So, just wanted to say that.
Yeah, Joey's awesome, man.
Yeah, he really is. Especially meeting him in person. I still remember, Joey, and I'm going to totally embarrass you over this, but I mean well. I still remember the time, so Scott's Toys, he's like, we're going to Hooters. And Joey had like a freak out. It was the most funniest thing ever. He's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to Hooters. Hooters. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, yeah. And then I'm sitting there like chilling with all the guys and I'm just like, oh my God, she's so skinny. People like, dude, you are so rude. And I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So.
I always just assumed, Joey is kind of like me sometimes where I have sort of like social anxiety.
Yeah.
Not horrible all the time. Like some people have it a lot worse.
Yeah.
But if you throw me in a room full of people and I don't know them or even know them that well, yeah, I kind of like don't know what to do. Let me catch up on the chat again. Hold on a minute. I missed some comments. Let's see. My cat is trying to walk all over me. Man, Macro, don't let your cat walk all over you. Take charge. Take charge.
You gotta show
him, dude. My cat, man, is such an a-hole, dude. So my cat be meowing, right? So I set the squirt bottle next to my bed, dude. So man, that cat was meowing just at like 5 a.m, dude. Just meow, meow. Like, what are you meowing about, dude? It's not breakfast time. Nothing's wrong with you. Meow. Dude, I grabbed that water bottle and I felt like I was a sniper, man. I was like, got down, man. I was trying to sight, and I was like, right? But I was like half asleep. So I just shot the wall. But at least it was enough to scare the cat. But anyways, what were you saying?
Oh, is it cool if I send Joey an invite to the stream?
Dude, totally, man. I didn't know Joey wanted to join, man. Yeah. Yeah, Joey,
I'm gonna send him the link.
Man. Yeah. I mean, Rick, I see you out there. You can join too
Also,
if you
Rick,
like.
I do appreciate the advice, and Rick Maniac appreciate it, y'all. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. We're just talking.
We're just boys talking until I have to get my COVID test. So
unless you're me, in which case you're not talking.
Yeah, every time you try to talk, you try to sell something. So I'm just like, I'm gonna over talk. Everyone, buy this $5.99 right now, greatest deal. And then I'm like, oh, but about that story.
Dude, I just figure it's just because the rest of us just don't really be quiet. Like I'm either just rambling, or BFAB's rambling, or I'm rambling, or BFAB's rambling, or we're both rambling at the same time.
I'm very good at talking. I overtalk people all the time. People either invite me to their streams and they're like, it's a good thing because he's talking and no one else is talking, or dude, shut up, other people need to talk. So it's kind of it's like you either hate me or like me on streams, you know?
Well, BFAB, you're always trying to mansplain stuff to me, and it's it's difficult to deal with, man.
I know, I'm an asshole too.
Oh goodness.
People are like, why do you bully Titanium J so much? I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
You're like, I love Jay.
I mean, well, until I don't.
I love
There,
Jay.
Joey, I just sent you the link. So
Come on down. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
your music sucks. Come on, you need a
Dun,
new
dun,
music.
dun, dun, dun. I was trying to play the Price is Right music in my head.
Oh, is that what that?
Oh my god, dude! When we had the closing ceremony at Brook Fair, if they called my name to win something, I swear to you, dude, I was gonna run down the aisle, man, with my hands waving in the air. It'd be like, I don't remember what I was gonna scream, but it was gonna be something similar to like, being on
Wakanda forever. That's what I would have done.
the. Oh, speaking of that, I bought a new pop.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your wife approved of that?
Well, I bought her one too.
I see. See,
There
that's
we go.
manipulation. Men, let me give you advice about women as somebody who's been in the longest relationship. It was like 2 weeks. But let me give you advice about women. If you want something, you got to buy them one too, okay? So you don't get hit. That's what I've been told.
That's not true, everybody. Don't believe that. I just happened to get her one because they had she's been collecting the ad icons, and I saw Fruity Pebbles cereal box Funko Pop. So I was like, oh, let me get that for her. But what I got was one for the What If cartoon that's coming out.
Yeah.
So it's T'Challa as Star-Lord.
I love Black Panther. He's such a cool character. But like, yeah, dang, I like it. Looks good.
Yeah, there's some good ones for the What If. I definitely like the Doctor Strange. I like Captain Carter with the shield. Yeah, pretty good stuff. But this one, I really liked it because it's it's exclusive. I love exclusives. I never got a Black Panther pop, so I figured this was a good time to grab one. And something tells me it might might be actually valuable in the future.
I mean, you never know. I mean, for me, so when Chadwick Boseman died, I immediately bought both Black Panther sets because they're based on the movie, so they're based off Chadwick Boseman's appearance, right?
Right.
Thinking they might go up in value in the sense where people do try to profit off other people's death, even though it's kind of unfortunate. That's how it is. Bought both the sets. I don't think they've shot up in value compared to when Kobe Bryant died. That little sports pack went from like $10 to like $70, and I'm like, I remember one of my friends, she's like, yo, you should buy it at like $10, $20. I'm like, no, I think it got up to 30. I'm like, nah, that's too expensive. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it at 30 when I could get it for 10. And all of a sudden it's worth 70, and I'm like, oh no, I should have bought it.
Well, I think because those were not the same circumstances either, so you're gonna have different circumstances for value on collectible type stuff. So Kobe had been around for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, he was already a very established basketball player. So, it'd be the same, like, not the same because they're not the same caliber per se, but it'd be the same like if Michael Jordan died. There's a lot, not everything, but there's a lot of stuff of Michael Jordan that would very skyrocket in value. Like his rookie basketball card comes to mind.
Yeah.
So I think that there is some stuff that maybe went up in value for for Chadwick, but I don't know to what degree, you know what I mean? And you're right. It's not even like, look, for instance, if you already were going to, if I was already going to flip my Black Panther pop, you know what I mean? And like he passed away. I mean, I can't help it that the price is going to go up when I sell it now. But yeah, it's really odd how the market works like that. Because I know it's also like when an appearance of somebody comes up. Like I'm trying to remember when it was, but the 501st, maybe it was with the Lego with the 501st Battle Pack or something like that. But the 501st Funko Pop, Captain Rex or whatever, went up a lot. That market is really weird. We were talking about the value of stuff like that, I think, last night. Like I remember when Game of Thrones was on and that the girl killed the Night King. Dude, the next day her pop like skyrocketed, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But but it only lasted for so long. Yeah, it's just a weird market.
It is, and that's why I've been buying things of all celebrities in case they die. I just no, I'm kidding. So it was really funny. This was really messed up. I still remember. So this is how you know I'm kind of an asshole sometimes. I remember when Kobe Bryant died. The second thing I did was literally I bought the Shaq one. I'm like, well, this is when Shaq dies next.
Well, no, I mean, I don't gauge them on deaths, but I mean, there's some that I feel like. All right, for instance, I really feel like they're going to do a live action Revan soon. Okay, I don't know with what, but I feel like it's going to happen eventually. So I bought one of the Black Series Dark Revan. Actually, I got the Jedi Knight Revan one. Yeah, and then there's that, of course, you know. Yeah. So I feel once it becomes live, then all of this stuff before, especially because it's fairly limited, is going to be up in value. Same thing with Thrawn is another one. And we saw this already. They mentioned Thrawn, you know what I mean? And it was and his value's going up. I bought both versions of Cad Bane because I've always wanted Cad Bane. He's a cool character, but I feel like I was like at Brick Fair. I was like, this is the time. I better do it now because you know he showed up in Bad Batch. I don't know what his future is going to be like, but I feel like that's not the end of Cad Bane. I feel we're going to see some more of them. So it just depends, I guess. What do you say up there? I mask my social anxiety all the time, but it kills me inside. It doesn't even have to be a big group. Yeah, I mean, I was wondering how I was going to do at Brick Fair because even things that I really like to do, I can only be around a large group of people for a certain amount of time before I start getting real jittery. But I did good. But I think it's because I was able to go back and forth. You know, I had a table. I could get up, leave, go hang out with other people, go eat, go take a nap or whatever, and then I can come back. So I think that's what really helped me out.
I am the most awkward person at conventions. So, like, I know the first convention I ever went to was Brickworld Chicago, and I had a freak out, so I locked myself in my car, and everyone's like, why are you having a panic attack, BFAB? And I'm like, well, you know, I get really stressed out, and Mama Lego, BFAB, but you're our asshole. Aw, you're a doll. Oh, I poke fun at Eileen all the time. She changed her name. Oh, she changed. Wait, did she change? No, never mind. I know her real name. So I poke fun at her all the time. I've crossed some lines with jokes that I probably shouldn't have, but she's great when it comes to it. But so I get really stressed out around people. As much as people know me as that confident Lego YouTuber that jokes around and always high energy. Like in real life, I'm awkward. Like people would go from like hating me on social media, but I don't care what people think regarding like social media, to thinking I'm one of the nicest people you hang out with. It's because we all portray a certain character online, and even though like BFAB is me, when everything fails, I'm Hayden. I'm not brother from another brick. And Hayden, it's super awkward. And I think anyone that's ever met me, like I can hold a conversation, but I can also be extremely awkward. So
man, I mean that's a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and dude, that's really most people in general to a degree anyways. Yeah. And especially through the internet. 90% of us, man, like even me, don't get me like I'll just speak for myself. Like if you know me, this is how I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being fake with you guys or anything. You know what I mean? Like this is me. But if you don't know me, like if we were all in a big room together, we didn't know each other, it would take me a long time to get to this point. Because I don't know any of you guys, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I do this or say that, like someone might get mad, offended, tell me to shut up or sit down or, you know what I mean? Like, until I can really feel people out and get to know them, you know what I mean? So most people are like that anyways. It doesn't mean that you're being fake. It just means that people don't know how to react to other people. Now, of course, there's some people, and we all know them. There's a smaller percentage of people that are just don't even care. They don't care if they know you. They'll be loud. They'll tell you whatever. Like, you know, I mean, most of the time, I do respect those people because they're able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm still that same person. I think that, like, we kind of well established, but it's just like it takes a little bit for me to feel comfortable around people. Though the second I feel comfortable around people, people are just like, this dude does not stop talking.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of like me too.
Yeah.
Man, I thought he was a little shy, man. You don't shut up.
I know. I'm shocked. I'm embarrassed for myself. Sometimes it's like, dang, can I get myself to stop talking? And people are like, yo, BFAB, you want to know why you don't have any friends? Because you don't let them talk. How can you have friends if you can't even let them speak? You're talking 95% of the time. They're trying to say hi, and you're just like, oh, how blah 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 BFAB. You know, like
Right. Yeah, that'll happen, man. That'll happen. I feel like I'm gonna take.
also
forever.
Jazz is here. We have a Jazz spotting. Hello, Jazz.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? If you want a link, brother, let me know. We'll shoot one to you. I wasn't sure who to even send links to this morning, honestly, because I didn't know who was going to be doing 72-hour stream stuff.
Oh, you know how I'm very honest.
Yes, I know your feelings on it.
Yeah. Oh, no, not that. I would like to say this. I am very proud of Butt Chop. Again, every year he's put in, a lot of effort. Again, I don't support everyone who's a part of the stream, but there is one that was going on or might still be going on where I tried to watch it and I can't watch it. And the stream has, I think the average 72-hour stream had about 15 to 20 people. This stream is not clocking more than 2 or 3 people because what the individual is doing. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess good luck to them.
I'm a douchebag, but here's the thing. At least people know I'm brutally honest, and I'm willing. If something is boring, people are like, I think in the Lego community they want you to be like, oh no, you can't call people out for being boring. No, there are a lot of boring people in the Lego community, and if you are a boring individual, you should not live stream.
Don't get me wrong, man. I mean, it's a free country. You can call it anybody for anything, boring or not. But yeah.
Have you ever been on a live stream and you're just like, wow, I'd rather go back to taking a. Okay, that's okay. There are streams that I watch where I'm just like, well, I would rather watch an old person fall over on the street. Okay, that's a little mean. I would rather. I don't want to get canceled again. I would rather. Honestly, there are times where I would rather watch paint dry than watch people stream. Because it's like you're sitting there like, hey.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not saying I don't disagree with you because I'm sure there are people that I'd rather watch paint dry than watch them stream. Yeah. But I think the difference is, and I don't know if it's maybe an age thing or whatever. I just don't care.
Yeah.
If I don't care enough, if I'm at that point, like what you're saying, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch somebody stream. I'm probably not watching them to begin with because I'd rather watch paint dry.
Yeah.
So I guess I've just I've moved so far past it that I totally forgot even who it would be that I'd rather not watch than watch paint dry.
I'm bored when I'm watching The Bachelorette. It's just I'm just like, do I watch this Lego stream or watch The Bachelorette? I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, look at the girl, she's taking that rose, and then the girls cried or the guys cried. He's like, oh, I thought we were meant to be. And it's like, come on, you're only on TV because you want some clout, I can't find love unless I go on TV and millions of people have to view it,
Well, yeah. I mean, look, that's an odd place just to find love in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I can't say it's impossible. Maybe when they go on that first date and they don't really know each other and they get to know each other and it's like, holy cow, we really hit it off.
You're like, wow, I had to be on TV to find love, and you're telling me I can't find anybody else on Tinder? That's how you know, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
And it's got kind of a bend to it. What's going on with that? You guys see that? Let me see if I get the camera on there right.
Yeah, I can see a little bit.
Also, I always love Josh's comments. Josh is someone I knew from Ingrid. I think he sent Ingrid something, and then I chatted with Josh on stream, and I'm like, Josh is so freaking cool.
You're good, Josh. Just for you.
Flex. Lumberjack. How you doing today, brother? Good morning. Who else is out there I missed?
Joey, also you gonna pop it, sir? I think you said you were gonna pop it once you're done driving or something. I think.
No pressure.
No, there's a lot of pressure here. Under pressure.
Like you're walking up to people, peer pressure. And I'm like, hey man, you want to try some Good Morning Brick World? It'll make you feel good.
You just gotta take a baseball bat to them. They usually give in after like the third hit, you know?
I mean, look, if you're gonna go that route, BFAB, just use chloroform, man. I mean,
Take me out to the ball. Okay.
it's quicker. It's quicker. You know, it's less painful on the victim. Like, let's have a little respect here, okay?
Lumberjacks is the first step to recovery is admitting the problem. Are you behind on the stream where I'm saying I'm fat? Because yeah, I'm fat.
No, BFAB admits he's a problem.
Oh, I mean, this day I am so on edge with like everything. So when somebody like, I feel bad. Be like, like, Marco's amazing. Marco and I have been cool. Marco's streams are cool. He's nice. And so he made a joke, and I got like so in my feelings. Not in my feelings where I got triggered. You're like, BFAB, were you behaving? And I'm like, wait a second, did somebody come in a stream impersonating me and like go off on somebody? So like I started freaking out, you know. But I've just become so insecure with my status in the Lego community. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, BFAB.
Yeah, no, it's just like I'm so like on edge. So yeah, I know Marco was joking around. Marco didn't say anything mean, but I was just like, I totally just freaked out. So I'm just like, oh no, what did I do this time? Also, I love Marco's style. The dude is like the freshest dressed individual I've ever seen. So I'm jealous. What's going on, RD, MD, BRX? Why is it gonna say K? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah,
What,
I just
you enjoy the
calmed
anti-gunship community? Josh, no, I didn't.
I mentioned in one of my blogs a while back about how I'm actually surprised that they left gun in the word gunship. Yeah. And I'm like, I know it sounds funny, but I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why they won't do the TIE bomber, because it has the word bomb in it.
It's possible. I mean, what we saw, like, can't say Slave One anymore. It's got to be Boba Fett Starship, and there's other things they've done like that, man. So yeah, I mean, I guess.
Like, what do I say? Beef has been talking so much this whole time.
No, man. Like a lot of people, when it gets a little quiet, a lot of people freak out, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ! Finally, man, just silence for a minute, you know.
No, I mean that's true. I mean, to be fair, I'm that type of guy that like when no one's talking, I'm just like awkward silence, and then it becomes more awkward.
Yeah. No, I just wallow in it for a minute. I'm like, it's like a pool. I'm just kind of waiting in the silence. You know what I mean? And then I splash and make some noise. Redmond says, saw the Brothor set and was tempted to buy it, but I think I'll hold off and let it be the first build in the new home. There you go, Redmond. So that's another thing too that I've mentioned before, and I'm probably clutching at straws here. But I really feel like that Thor in the movie was more. I really have to watch the movie again because I just feel like he would probably be referred to as Fat Thor more than Bro Thor.
Maybe Lego doesn't want to offend somebody. I mean,
that would be the obvious, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this day and age. Here's the thing. I think that there's a difference, and how do I say? I'm trying not to get canceled again. This would be like my.
No, let me say it for you because fat is not an offensive word. Fat is not a slang.
Yeah,
it is not a derogatory word. It is a description of something. Okay. Just like when you say, "Man, that girl's skinny." People don't go, "Whoa," you know what I mean? Like, dude, like people
a week. Okay, come on, you can't do that.
Look, people need to grow the hell up, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I'm serious. Like, that is a description term. You know what I mean? What? Yeah. Heavy sounds better. Big. I mean, what word can I describe the size of you without you being offended?
Like, you know I feel like this day and age, like you, like again, I am more careful with what I say now because you know everything offends someone, right? But it's like, so if somebody is overweight, do you say they're overweight? Do you call them fat? Do you call them thick? Like, what is not offensive?
No, the reason I bring this up is because I've talked about this in the past before about how it's a very one-sided and hypocritical argument because, dude, people make fun of skinny people all the time, dude. Man, that person needs to eat a sandwich. or
Yeah.
or whatever, or man, they're bare bones, or blah blah. Dude, people make fun of skinny people all the time, and nobody bats an eye.
Yeah.
But the moment you even say the word fat, dude, everybody's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what, dude? Don't get me wrong, man. If you're trying to throw that in somebody's face in a mean way, yes, I can see how it could sound offensive. But dude, if you know that you're very overweight and somebody says the word fat and you just immediately, like, dude, I don't know, man. And this is coming from somebody that I used to weigh like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be a very big boy. And the only reason I lost weight, it wasn't even like I was trying.
It's everyone bullied you, like, hey, fatty, and then you're like, come on.
No, dude, I just got diabetes.
Yeah.
And it basically ate the fat off me because I wasn't taking care of myself.
Damn, I need to get diabetes.
I know. I always joke around about it, but it's true.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't exercise, and it happened because if you have diabetes, type 2 especially, and you just don't take care of yourself, it will start to eat, your fat. I forgot the entire medical, terminology of everything, but because I didn't understand before I went into the doctor and found out I had diabetes, and I was like losing weight for no reason. Like, I knew something was wrong with me. I was showing other signs too, but yeah, man, it's not. Look, and I know this is going to trigger a lot of people, but I need to make sure they understand this. It's like the word retard. Okay, that word was taken and trying to be used as a slang, okay, against people with mentally ill issues. But the word retard is an English word to describe something. You know what I mean? Like on my gauges, I've said it. My gauges for work, for like Freon and stuff like that, when we hook them up to AC units and all that, there's a part on our gauges that goes to retard, because it's when something, I'm trying to remember the exact English definition of it, but it's basically when something isn't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that with language, people just, I don't know, people get too offended too easily and have too much of their feelings out there.
I think you have to ask yourself also context, right? Like, what is the true meaning, and what does each person mean by it? But I realize, like, this day and age, and again, my goal is to never offend anyone, but this day and age, you can't say anything controversial because you will get canceled, or people will call you out, or people.
The thing is, like, dude, I'm not saying I want to hurt somebody's feelings, dude, but I think it's good to be offended occasionally. It's good, dude. What do you want to live your life never being offended by anything? You know what kind of person you would grow up to be like? You'd be completely irritable to be around, man, because nobody could say anything without you being triggered by something. Dude, look, being offended by something and keeping control over yourself, shows your maturity.
Yeah.
It shows you're an adult. You're not a little kid that's going to scream and whine and throw a tantrum because somebody said something that you didn't like.
Yeah.
And there's a whole group of people, man, that cannot seem to keep their feelings under control, or they go to a fact fight with feelings. And I'll tell you, you go to a fact fight with me with feelings, you're going to lose. I can promise you that. So again, man, it's not about like, I want to hurt people's feelings, but being offended is not a bad thing, man.
I think though, for me, this day and age, it's just like, I have no issue people not liking me or disagreeing with me or getting offended by me, but when you try to change the context of the situation and use it to preach, like, which a lot of people do, again, there are offensive things I say for the sense of humor, and I know that, and I'm a lot more careful now because, again, I don't want to offend people, but I also believe that, like, I remember this guy didn't like me because I was half black, right? And the guy literally, eventually, like, every white kid, every black kid, every Mexican kid was trying to beat up this white kid, right? Because he said he didn't like black people, right? And, at the end of the day, a couple months later, he turned around and he's like, well, I don't like this, but I like you. And he's like, he came around because we didn't try to beat on him. We were like, dude, you have your opinion. You don't like black people. You don't like mixed people. Instead of try to cancel him or beat him up, we were the only two people that didn't try to beat him up. And so it was both me and my friend who were both mixed, right? I'm half black, my friend's half black. We just treated him the same as everyone else. And he came around and he said, I don't like, he said, I don't like black people, but I like you guys. And the thing is, he treated us, he came around,
No, that's not coming around, BFAB. He's still a racist douchebag.
No, but to be fair, but here's what he said. I let him. Even though his opinion I disagree with, right? Because I'm half black. You don't like me, okay? But by trying to by not beating him up or not treating him differently and letting him have that opinion, right? Even though I don't agree with his opinion. No,
I'm not saying that you can't.
He came around to me and the other kid, and we're both mixed individuals.
So
and
he only hated half of you.
No, because here's what he said. He said he was cool with us. But the thing is, okay, if somebody believes something, right, and you're under that mindset where, example, and I will tell people this till day one, and hopefully this conversation's okay. If you feel like I'm saying something wrong, cut me off. 7 years ago, I was, anti-LGBTQ plus community, right? I was anti it. And it took me, because I was, closed-minded, it took me going up to a gay kid and telling him I hated him. Now, seeing his face and him asking me what I did wrong changed who I am today. If you would have literally said right now, if the kid would have literally said, "Yo, I'm going to beat your ass" or whatever, hurt you, and other people tried to beat me up, I would probably be that same homophobic piece of shit that I was 7 years ago. But because the kid just looked at me and said, "What did I do wrong?" and I saw the hurt in his face, I sat back, I reflected, and I felt like crap. And now I accept everyone. But the thing is, if the kid would have maybe tried to beat me up or do something else, I might have not been the person I am today. And then that's why, example for me, when I was getting canceled for a joke that I made, and I'm it hurt me not because, again, I've always enjoyed people not liking me in the Lego community. That is my brand. That is who I established to be. If something is true, if something is not true, that's when context changes. And that's where I kind of jump to the whole, it traumatized me or I'm upset or sad. But I know who I was and I know who I am now,
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Yeah. I mean, look, people can change, man.
Yeah.
That's and look, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up around racist people. I don't know. Maybe it's because I wasn't indoctrinated to any kind of, I don't know, maybe religion or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to try and make me seem like a perfect person, because I'm not, because obviously, I can lash out and say things or whatever, but I've just never understood racism or homophobia type tendencies and stuff like that. I've just never understood it. And again, maybe it's because I've just never cared enough to understand why people would. Dude, look, I know that it's real easy for me to say these things because I'm not gay, I'm not black, I'm not a woman, you know what I mean? And I'm a white male, so I can only experience things that a white male experiences. But I've just never cared about someone's race, their sex, their orientation enough to give a shit, to care, to not like, somebody because of it. I just don't care. It's kind of like I've told people many times, when I remember when somebody told me one time, yeah, I don't see color. I'm like, well, I do. I was like, I see plenty of color. I was like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care. All it is, dude, when I see different colored people, I just see people with different colored skin. The same way if I see white people with different hair color, man.
Yeah.
It's just pigmentation in your skin. It's just a description of.
You're also a product of your environment too, Hive. That's what you have to kind of take in consideration. For me, it's I was raised homophobic. I'm the only one in my family who is not homophobic, right? You know what I'm saying? It's
and plus, I know, but I make people mad with other things.
People will always hate on you.
Well, no, I mean, and again, I say this from my own perspective, but I don't get the pride thing, and not just gay pride or black pride or I don't get being prideful of something you have absolutely no control over. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Now, if you accomplish something, man, you know what I mean? And whatever, like, and you're proud of that, I get that, man. You know what I mean? I just don't understand being proud of something you have no control over, where you're from, what your skin color is, who you want to bang. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, but that's just me. And it's not me being offensive. It's just me not understanding why you're so proud. I mean, like when I see like a gay couple, I don't even think like, okay, they're a gay couple. I just think like that's just two people together.
Yeah.
The same way I would see a man and a woman together. Like I don't think like, oh, they're into each other. Like I just don't care. You know what I mean? That's why I've never understood racism. If I see a black person walk down the street, I don't think like, oh, they're black. You know, like just like if I saw a white person.
Thank God I was worried a bit.
No, I just see a person, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had to describe the person as somebody, I'd be like, yeah, they're black.
Yeah.
You know, if a person needed a description of them, you know what I mean? Amongst other descriptions, I would say of the person, but.
So I saw a black guy walk down the street. They're like, anything else?
Right.
Okay. I'd just like to state before I get canceled again, I am half black. I just have to throw that out there in case everyone's like, oh my God, you can't say that. So, yeah.
Well, and there's a lot of times I think some people really just truly, I don't think, are trying to be racist. They just don't understand things. Like my uncle a long time ago, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, you know, he's like, there's bad black and white people everywhere, you know, and he's like, you know, there's white people, they could be, you know, a-holes, and black people can be, and he said the N-word, and I'm like, what? I'm like, no, man. I was like, why can't the black person be an a-hole too?
Yeah.
Like, why are you, you know, like, and he really had to think about it. And he's like, oh, he's like, wow, I didn't, you know, and like, I know my uncle, man, you know what I mean? I know he doesn't mean any ill intent because he's, you know, I've seen him do things for people, you know what I mean? Like of many different colors and stuff. He just, I don't know if it's because of the era that they come from or something or what, but yeah, it's just something weird. I've never understood.
I think this world's an ever-changing place, and I think that a lot of the times when people say things, they don't mean it. It's more of coming from a perspective of not knowing. And I think that's what I've learned. Like, even as a 22-year-old adult, I'm still learning things I can and can't say, or you know what I'm saying? But, like, it's, if it is not my intention to offend and just try to learn and I slip up, I don't think, like, I know a lot of people, I mean, at least what I've dealt with, a lot of people, if I slip them but I say the wrong thing, even if there's no malice behind it, they're like, oh my God, you can't say that, let's cancel him. Compared to like, yo, if you believe I'm doing something wrong, if I am doing something wrong, let me know. Come from it from a teaching perspective and not from, I'm going to cancel you because I'm mad at the world or mad at myself, you know?
Well, I mean, there is way too many people right now that are acting like they're some sort of better person than they are. And they're a good person, you know what I mean? Or people that are doing crappy things and they're trying to justify it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fakeness going on in the world right now.
People, and what I've realized, and this is in the Leo community, and this is literally after, you know, me getting canceled. Again, I learned from my mistake. But what I've realized is a lot of people, there was a comment recently left by a member of the community where this person said they will never be able to look at me the same way. I'm always a transphobic piece of crap, right? There's a joke I made, which wasn't meant as, you know, it wasn't meant to be offensive. I made a diversity joke, and it came off.
Yeah, but dude, here's the thing, and I don't care. If you can't be made fun of, what are you? What are you? What are you, floating above the rest of us? You just so perfect? Like, dude, that's what makes me mad. People won't say anything if you make fun of another group of people, but as soon as you say something about them, whoa, you're such a bad person, blah, blah, blah. Dude, it makes me so goddamn mad, dude. Like, look, if you had a bad heart, like you were just a mean person, you were going around like beating up trans people or something, or trying to vote on stuff so they couldn't have freedoms like the rest of us. If you're doing those things, BFAB, yes, I'd say get the hell off my stream, you transphobic piece of crap.
Yeah.
But you made some jokes. Get out of here, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are they act like they're so better than other people. They live in these glass houses, man. You know what I mean? And you tell me they've never said anything bad about another group of people. They've never had any thoughts that probably weren't the best of thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, dude, again, there are certain lines that everybody has.
Yeah.
Like BFAB, like, I don't know what, but I mean, I'm sure there's some things you could do or say, and I'd be like, okay, I don't know if it's permanently our friendship is done, but I can't undo you for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, but I just don't understand, man.
The thing is, people want to find a way to hate on you. Especially like, the thing in the LEGO community, I'm not a likable person. You either hate me or like me. I'm kind of like, I think OBR said this. I think he said I'm kind of like Marmite, and I appreciate that. So you either like me or you hate me. And I think that a lot of people, if you actually sit and chat with me, you'll know I'm not, you know, homophobic, transphobic, any of that. But people, because they don't like me, they want to find a way to make me look worse. And again, I take accountability, but I'm still trying to learn what I can and cannot say. But if I'm genuinely trying to learn and you're trying to cancel me and say like, you'll always be this transphobic piece of crap or homophobic piece of crap, and I'll never look at you the same. I looked at the same person and I'm like, dude, you got accused of pedophilia in the LEGO community. Everyone told me you were a pedophile, but I didn't go, oh, you know what? You're a pedophile in the LEGO community. You know, let me cut you off. But I didn't know context, and I don't believe that about the guy. But if you were to believe everything you hear and you're not willing to learn or hear the person out, that's when you're no better than me. And I think that's why.
Right. Well, and I want to make sure everybody understands too. I want to make sure everybody knows that, I mean, there's a difference between joking around about stuff and you being serious if you're talking to somebody and you say something hurtful.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like, I have friends, you guys have all seen them on some Hive streams and stuff like that, that will say something mean to me, you know, but I and sometimes it sounds serious, you know what I mean? But it's because most of us have some very dry sense of humor, you know what I mean? But yeah. I know they're joking around because I know all of my friends, if there's something really wrong, they'll actually talk to me about it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, Hive, you know, you said something, man, that wasn't cool that you said that. Or, hey, Hive, I just want you to know, you know, this isn't cool. Or just they'll talk to me about it. You know, they're not just going to just be like, hey, you know what I mean? I don't know. But, yeah, I just, there's a difference between, again, like you said, if you're joking around about something and you're literally making a fact, like you're saying, this is how I feel about this and blah, blah, blah. I know sometimes it's hard to tell.
Again, context matters in a lot of situations. And I know a lot of people, especially if they don't like you, they're going to try to flip things that you say. But I think that in general, for me, it's like, yeah, I learned from my mistake. I learned like this day and age, you have to be careful with what you say, and I never want to offend anyone. But to the people that reached out to me, straight, gay, bi, trans, that reached out to me like, dude, we're still your friend. We want to show you what you can't say or you shouldn't say, and tried to help me. I appreciate it. To the people that tried to cancel me, you are no better than me. I guarantee you've said some things in the past where people should cancel you for. And the thing is, mine weren't met with malice. I was drunk at a call. And if you want to be upset and hold me accountable to that, what I've always told people this, and I know this sounds cocky, and I know, watch me get canceled again for making this comment, but it's okay. I'm leaving the community probably soon. In this world, people want to portray you and say things about you. And I literally said, because I was drunk, I said what I said because I was drunk. But the thing is that a lot of people look at me and they're like, he's an asshole. But a lot of people were making the same comments in private calls. I could name drop at least 15 people who made the same exact comments that I did, but just phrased it differently. Or they're like, yeah, I wouldn't say that publicly because they don't want to be looked at as bad. They're shit talking person A. Oh, how did they get in the land? Right? How did they get in the land? When behind their back and then to their face, they're like, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you. So many fake people in the LEGO community, you know?
BFAB, listen, man. Again, I be joking about stuff and being serious about stuff is two different things. But I can tell you something right now, man. And this makes a lot of people mad when I tell them too. Some people that I've had some debates on that are part of, you know, the gay community, the LGBTQ plus community or whatever. I try to remind them that some of the people that they look up to didn't have some of the thoughts that they had now that they did then. You know, and I don't say this to be mean because, like, for instance, you know, Barack Obama. I like Barack Obama a lot. Honestly, I think he was probably my favorite president we've ever had. That man was distinguished. He was respectful. You know, he just set the precedence of being a president. That man had a good family. He was a good husband, a good father. He didn't have no drama. You know what I mean? I don't agree with all of his foreign policies. And I think that he was still a corporate Democrat. But I thought that he was a good president, and I thought he was a good man, and he was very intelligent. But he wasn't for gay marriage, you know, a decade or so ago. You know what I mean? Or I don't remember what year. Same thing with like Hillary Clinton. Like, they weren't for these things. Now, whether they changed because they had to change their heart, or they changed because of policies or voters or whatever, I don't know. But the point is, I've never cared about gay people getting married. Like, and I'm not trying to throw like a good comparison or shine a good light on me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just bringing up the fact that people can change. But for me, a lot of times, a lot of things, those things should have never been an issue anyways. You know what I mean? But I don't know. So when I say those things, I try and remind them about some of these people that they look up to, and about how, you know, there was a time when they weren't even for you getting married. You know, I'm glad they came around. I think everybody should have that right. But, you know, hey, I see some new people out there. Shy, what's happening?
Yeah, we have a Shy. Oh, I forgot to say hi to Shy.
And I see Bricks for Chris. Chris, man, where you been? Man, where you been? I was talking about you like at Brick Fair and stuff. Dude, you know how many times I mentioned your name, Chris? Because one of the things that everybody complimented me on, no matter what, was the water and my mock.
Yeah.
So I always told him I got the idea for the water, for the texture from Bricks for Chris. And I threw some shout outs. I said, you should go check out his YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And I always told him about the depth I got from Brick Vault, from seeing their ocean. But yeah, man, I threw out your name, and I just hadn't seen you in a little while. So I was like, I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chris in a while either. But yeah, no, Chris has a really nice city. I wish Chris would post more. Chris, we need some more videos, bro.
Yeah, because you're very talented, man. Kevin, I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. I saw you earlier, but I was jabbered jaw in my mouth and didn't get a chance to say hi. But good morning to all of you. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for hanging out with our hot topics. Who are just hanging out with us.
Yeah, we got some hot topics going along with this hot gunship. Maybe we should just go back to looking at stuff that Jay's selling, dude. Oh, hey, we have a guest. We have a guest. Joey's here. Joey's driving.
I said I was driving. I'm sorry. Got a little later on the road than I expected to.
You're totally good, bro. You're totally
good. Just don't crash. I'm an expert at crashing cars. You know this.
Don't you dare crash.
Yeah, I'm only novice at
How are you today?
A little fried, but trying to get stuff done.
Okay.
I'm literally going from one thing to the other. So I'm like dressed for work, even though I don't have work for a couple hours, because I'm like, oh, I got this and that to do, but I'm gonna have to head to work right after it.
Right on. Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah.
Sarah. Hello, Sarah. We all love Sarah here, so.
I was watching some of Sarah's stream the other day. I've been jumping in and out of people's streams, like their chats and stuff. I've just fairly been quiet for the most part, because I feel bad if I say hi and then everybody says hi, and I'm too busy to like say hi to everybody. I feel bad, you know what I mean? So I'll just lurk sometimes. But I was noticing how frisky your cat is, and then I watched Doc's video on it, and he highlighted your cat. I was like, yeah, man, that cat was not messing around.
Yeah, the cat was trying to attack Sarah. I think the cat was like biting on her hand, and I'm like, oh dang, or something. I was there. Out of everyone's stream for the 72 hours, I think I was at Sarah's whole stream. I was just like chilling, and it's like I'm glad when Sarah streams, but it's just like such a positive energy, you know, and everyone loves Sarah. So
Yeah.
And Mike, don't worry, Mike, we love you too. So
yeah, we love you too, Mike.
Just not as much as Sarah. I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, like Sarah is such a positive force. Like I dude, I don't know, man. Like Sarah is so sweet. You know, what's that phrase? She's so sweet that she makes sugar taste like salt.
Javier, analogies suck ass.
No, man, that's a good analogy. Like,
No, actually, I like that one. That was pretty cool.
But yeah, so she's just such a positive force in the community, man. Like we have like these beacons of positivity in the community. Like there's plenty of good people. Like there's plenty of good people, man. But like there's beacons of like light that I always see in the community, and there's a few of them out there, and Sarah's one of them, man. Like, and I'm not saying like Sarah is like never has the right to get mad or something like that, but just her and hey, there's Mr. Starbricks himself. But both of them, definitely. You're not gonna hear some of the stuff that we talk about, like our rivalry or our rants about, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna have a nice, pleasant experience on their stream. On Board Toys is a lot like that too, man. They're definitely positive people. Jay, what?
This is a bin full of bags of sets that I'm selling, but that's not all.
Jay's that one person where you're trying to watch a good TV show and the advertisement pops in and you're like,
hold on. He's like, no! But wait, there's more.
There's this too, and that's really this is really heavy.
Hey, Will, have you been inquiring about his itinerary that he's made? Like, what kind of a time frame we got on this, Will? Before I start going,
Will's not going to buy shit. He's totally dragging Jay along. He's just like, oh yeah, Jay, I'll buy that.
I'm sure Will will buy some stuff, dude.
I do that all the time when like somebody's like, yo, I want to sell you something beef. I've had people, because in the Lego community, people want to hit you up and sell you their collection all the time. I don't know why it happens to me so often though. Like, hey, you mind spending? You have $6,000 for my collection. I'm like, dude, you only have friend sets. I don't want your friend sets. Come on.
I thought for sure that my...
No offense, BFAB, but I think part of the reason why people go to you is because they see the photos where you have, like, everything sprawled out on the floor, and it's like, oh, yeah, he's got money. I can support him.
Little do they
know...
I'm
not criminal on this floor.
Little do they know I am so broke that my mother is my piggy bank. So, thank you, mother.
I know that, definitely.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, you have $6,000. I'm just like, maybe if I sell all my Lego. I mean, my collection I think is worth around $40,000 right now at the moment. 40, 50 grand. I forgot. I lost track, but I just kept buying crap. But it's just like, if I sold that now, yeah, maybe. But it's just like people like they'll send me the weirdest like looking collections. They're like, yo, just so you know, I'm selling it. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Here's my rich friends. Hit them up first. I'm like, I am not rich, okay? I work I'm a coordinator at a furniture store. That doesn't pay well, so.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I mean, the reason I have as many as I do is because of my credit card. Dude, I don't have all the cash to buy everything that I own. Are you kidding me? Dude, I owe my credit card thousands of dollars right now.
Lucky you. If I could only get credit. Everyone's like, I remember I got one credit card. They're like, yeah, we approve it for $500. I'm like, dang, this sucks, but okay, this is great. Didn't pay on it. Then it's like now in what's it called? What do they call it? Oh, I'm pulling a blank right now.
Well, probably collections or something like that.
Yeah, collections, you got it. And they're like, please pay off your credit card right now. And I'm just like, but I don't have any money. That's why I got this in the first place.
Here's the best way to build up your credit. Okay, first get a credit card where your interest rate is basically the best thing to do is to find a 0%. Like if you pay it off in the first month, but even if you don't, just find a credit card that's got a low percentage rate. So what you do is, and this mainly works better. Bye, Joey. Unless you come back.
His face froze. I thought, I'm like, dang, he's really checking me out right now. So,
but so
I
this
was
is
wrong.
probably better. This is probably better for adults. But if you're a T-fall, this could work for you if you have like maybe a car that you just bought or something like that. So if you have a bill that you need to pay, you pay it with your credit card.
Yeah.
Pay with a credit card, and then the money you're going to pay the bill with, pay your credit card. If you keep doing that, man, you will eventually get beautiful credit as long as you keep paying it off, and especially if you pay it off before it becomes late.
You could have told me this 2 years ago, Hive, when I decided to not pay off my credit card.
Sorry.
Everything I have now is in collections. Like literally, like, yo, hey man, you want to pay your gym membership? It's now in collections. I'm just like, no. I'm just like, I'll just ignore it. Goes away. It doesn't, guys. Don't be stupid like me.
No. Well, I mean, it will go away after a certain amount of time. But it's
yeah,
like
but you think that you ignore it, like you're in denial or something? Like literally, that's me with my credit card bills. It's just like if I ignore it, it'll all go away. Oh, and it goes away. But when you try to buy a house, and people are like, dude, you can't. You have horrible credit.
Dude, it's not even about just buying a house, man. If you go try to rent an apartment, they're going to check your credit. And if they see
mother forever.
If they see that you can't, if they see you can't pay your bills, yeah, they're not going to let you live there.
Dang, this is not good.
Or maybe they might, but then you got to pay a huge deposit or something like that.
I think now my predicament is either get like pay off stuff in collections, which you have to have money to do that. I can barely pay my other bills now. Or solution, I'm stuck living with my mother till I'm like 45.
Well, here's the thing about the collections thing too, man, is you can pay off like a smaller amount. Like they just want to generally get the stuff paid off. So let's say you owe like $5,000, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can call them and be like, look, I don't have $5,000, but I can pay you $3,000 right now if you'll close the thing. And a lot of them will do stuff like that. Oh, Joey's back.
Joey!
Hey. I edit one post at a red light, and then it kicks me out of StreamYard. I really got to make an app for this.
Yeah,
StreamYard needs to stop being like this overheating piece of thing. Because like my phone, if I ever try to join while I'm driving, my phone's gonna overheat, and then it's gonna kill the battery, and then I can't listen to music. So then I just don't usually join when I'm driving as much for that reason.
So I'm really hoping that I don't know, man. This isn't lackluster because this thing isn't as big as I thought.
I'm going to be really immature and say that's what she said. So please don't cancel me over that joke, okay? Remember that girl that left me in the hotel? I'm kidding.
Be like, yeah, but look, is it sexist against a woman or sexist against a man because she's saying that it's not big enough?
She left me in a hotel for that reason, okay? Unfortunately for me, okay, the whole internet now knows. Because
oh no, we lost Joey again.
Oh.
Joey, no, you're not gonna get left in a hotel.
You killed his social anxiety.
Yeah, Joey's just like, oh no, BFAB got left in a hotel. I guess I'm gonna get left in a hotel. I guess I better leave. You know.
Don't do it. Oh, he's back. There we go.
Joey.
Joey.
I'm trying not to curse, but man, I don't know why it keeps dropping me.
I don't know.
Oh, I just realized Joey mentioning cursing. I feel like I've cursed like 10 times. To the Hive stream, good morning, Hive stream, all the pure people, I apologize.
I mean, it hasn't been 10 times. It's only been like 8.
I'm very passionate, high energy today. That's what happens when you go on like 12 a.m. walks and like walk for 2 hours. And then you're like, wow, this is actually kind of nice. And then also drink a bunch of energy drinks. And then
I was going to say, just drink an energy drink. It'll calm you down.
Oh, yeah. Now I've drank like 3 of them. And I'm like, oh, why do I feel so high energy today? I'm like, oh my goodness, this makes a lot of sense now. So,
dude, I'm jacked. I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey. I'm jacked up on that.
I still remember like,
bye, Larry.
Larry, take care, man. I still remember when I did like my 24-hour stream. Like by the time I was done, I was shaking. I'm like, I am going to die with $1,000 in my pocket, but I am going to die. Spoiler alert, I'm not dead, guys. So yeah. To some people's detriment, they're like, no, BFAB's still alive. We hate his guts. So yeah.
Hello, Brixish.
Brixish.
And buy 117. 117's going to Barnes and Noble.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got my Mandalorian Starfighter.
Cool.
Dude, there's too many sets I'd like to build right now. because I really want to build that Starfighter. I really want to build the meditation chamber. I really want to build that Bad Batch shuttle. Plus other stuff that I've got.
I got the Batmobile a few weeks ago, and I still haven't built it. Like, I really should get on that. And the Iron Man, that, like, extra part of the Hall of Armor with the hot rod.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
the armor.
put
Yeah.
all together.
yeah.
I just want a reason to start building again. I just want a reason. That's all. I don't have one.
Well, I mean, you could just make one up. Like, I want to build
not
again.
even kidding. So when I say I haven't built Lego since like April or whatever, which I think I built the night bus. I literally I got a Looney Tunes minifig for $1.20. The only thing I've ever built, I built this yesterday and I put it together. And I'm like, oh, this is dreadful.
Oh my gosh! Like Lego, building Lego actually hurts you now.
It hurt. I put together Petunia Pig and I'm like, wow, why did this?
Oh, well, that's why, dude.
Together?
You gotta pick a better CMF to build.
This was the only one that. So the thing is, they were selling the Looney Tunes minifigs for $1. Like it was like 23 or 25, whatever it was. And so I'm just like, wow, let me go buy. Let's go to the store. They had one pack there buried. I'm like, wait, I drove all the way here for one pack. Okay, I mean $1.20. I can't complain, you know. So.
Yeah, but still only one pack.
True. Yeah, I heard it would have been nice to get the full-on series for $1.20 each. So.
Not gonna lie, I had a. You might remember a couple of years ago, I made a large like Simpsons mock that had like a whole bunch of Homer Simpsons that I bought from every which way, and I kind of thought about the same thing again, but I would do it with Looney Tunes, with Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny. But I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get those that cheap. And then I hear you got them for $1.20. I'm like, man.
You know the crazy thing is like
I only wish my Walmarts would never stoop that low.
Joe, here's what you have to do. You gotta go to you gotta waste like 8 hours of your day driving to Walmart's like I've been doing, and then you'll be like, oh, you know what? Like I was thinking of going to different states, but when I, finally had some money to do that, I looked at, I'm like, oh, somebody cleared out all the clearance in Wisconsin and Illinois, and I'm like, well, this sucks for me. But like I think it's more about travel because for me it's like most of the Walmarts that I went to, they were still selling the Looney Tune minifigs for like $3.50, $3.70. But it was like this one random Walmart that had them for the $1.20, $1.23, $1.25, whatever it was. So yeah.
I mean, I still think that $3.50 over $5. I only have one set of them because I had to drive all the way up North Jersey to go to a Lego store because nowhere else, not even other Lego stores or Walmarts or anything, had them near me. And I looked multiple times.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of a
I
popular series, you know?
Yeah. It wasn't even like at launch. It was like several weeks, almost a month later.
Yeah.
That's what I find weird.
I don't think I could find them within the first month either. I think that they're like, I feel like a lot of the minifig series recently have not been selling the best, but I feel like those actually sold decent. So.
I wonder how well the Marvel ones will sell.
Oh, those will sell amazing. If those don't, I would be.
I don't even think they're going to touch store shelves without being in someone's hand.
Yeah,
you're going to have like 10 people surrounding it.
Yeah, I got to try and get some on some of those, and I'm really leery about minifigs now. Just because of the blind bag aspect of it, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Jonas says a lot of people are hating on the Bad Batch shuttle. I haven't built it yet, but wondering how it's so bad. I don't know.
It doesn't. I think it's because they got the color wrong, or because it's too small.
Oh well, that's too small.
That would be.
I mean,
that would be my best.
now.
Yeah,
I mean, they got the Kylo Ren shuttle wrong the first time because they're going off concept art, not even like the final version. But they did upgrade it later, so.
And a lot of times, I would totally understand that stuff. It's just, and I've said like Lego doesn't have to do this, but it just seems like it'd be better if they would just communicate with us on things, you know. Like if they would come out and be like, you know, like yeah, this was the concept art, you know, that's why that's that way, you know. But I think that going back to the snotty attitude that they have with stuff now, is like they just feel like they don't owe us anything, like any kind of explanation for anything. But since they don't communicate with us, I just don't know. Also, Kevin, I saw your comment before about saying something like "I keep it real" or something like that. I appreciate that. I try, man. I try.
Okay, I hope my GPS didn't go through the stream, so now everybody can track me.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I can track you, Joey. Turn around. I'm right behind you. If you see a smash car, it's the one that I crashed back and built. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it was actually a road trip that I had where Kevin Hinkle was behind me for like a few miles in the car. I was like, "What do you mean?" Like he called me. I was like, "Joey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Will brings up an interesting thing. He says the things Walmart put on clearance surprised me. Shang-Chi isn't even out yet, and sets are 50% off. Crazy.
That drives me. That like I was really happy. I picked up one of the Shang-Chi sets. I was gonna pick up more, but I'm just like I only need one copy. I got the little card set 50% off. I was really shocked. Also Minions. I got the $40 sets. I picked up 3 of them for I believe they were either 11 or 13 each. I can't remember. I have the receipt somewhere. But it was insane. Those sets just came out, like the Minion newer ones, not the old sets.
Yeah.
Well,
Like the
the Shang-Chi stuff, I feel like I can figure out why it is the way it is because, like we were just saying, how they make a lot of sets off concept art, blah blah blah. So the whole MCU is way behind right now.
Yeah,
like Shang-Chi should have came out probably almost a year ago.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. But even then, it is kind of odd. Like the Shang-Chi sets haven't even been out for like what, a month maybe or so.
I feel like it's been a month or two, but I think that the crazy thing is, I think Walmart, because there's so many sets that release in August, you have to have space. So anything that came before that, Walmart's like, let's clearance it out. Like, I was jealous of seeing people get all these busts for $15, like the Carnage bust, Batman bust. I was jealous of that, and I'm like, those haven't been out for that long, but they were already clearanced out for next to nothing. I saw people get the art sets, Minnie and Mickey art sets, $30. Those are $120 sets. To say I was not triggered and jealous a little bit, I was totally triggered.
No,
jealous.
I hear you. Because somebody's cleaning mine out, man, and I'm positive that most of it is Walmart employees, dude.
I think it's bricklinkers. They're actual bricklinkers. Okay.
No, I get. Yeah, there are, but you see, like.
Okay.
I have 2 when my old house and this place, the apartment we're in. I have a Walmart within not even 5 minutes away from me. Like the one at the old house I could walk to. So I'd keep tabs on these clearances, man, and then something would pop up. I would be there within 5 hours or so, cleared out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I understand, some people might be trying to get to this stuff fast, you know what I mean? But I just feel like I would know if there was some bricklinkers, you know what I mean? Because I am at some of these Walmarts, like just so much. If somebody was there with a bricklink store, like clearing them out, I feel like eventually I would run into these people, seeing them with a shopping cart full of sets, you know what I mean? I don't. Never. Ever.
I know how you suck at your job. You're failing. Okay, these guys come out like. Here's what I realize: if I want to get clearance, and I know there's clearance, I check the app every day. I do this. I check about 15 stores in my vicinity. Right, literally every day. I don't care if there's no clearance. I still check it. There might be like that one-off set where they put it on clearance, and then you're like, "Well, I want this set," and
and that does happen.
I'm willing to travel.
Right? It does happen.
You have to be there the second that Walmart opens. The second Walmart opens, there's been times where I have left the place and I'm like, okay, I swear there's Lego clearance. I looked at the app at like 6 in the morning, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to go at 10, and then there's nothing,
I'm just saying, dude, I'm not saying it's impossible, but with the amount of times that I'm in Walmart, Target, all these places, not just looking for clearance, but just in there anyways, like sometimes it's almost like every other day. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm just saying I think the more likely situation is that a buttload of Walmart employees are picking up on stuff like Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and they're like, wow, there's a lot of people selling Lego. Holy crap, dude, even for like regular price. And I can get it for 50% off, 70% off. Like, it just makes more sense to me that they wouldn't even put them out on the shelves or put them somewhere where nobody's going to see them until like their shift is over or whatever.
So I think there's certain tips also about when it comes to like getting clearance. So the second they mark down clearance, because I worked at Walmart for 8 days, I know the tips and for 8 days. Like whatever. Like, I hate this already. I have never quit a job after 8 days. I've just got fired after like 8 days. But so like they throw them on top of the shelf. What I was told by I believe a Walmart employee, they put them on top. So if you have the roster area, climb up there. But they either put like extra stock there or clearance stuff there. Got to climb up there, and usually like a lot of the sets are clearance. But I remember there was a time I was trying to look for clearance, couldn't find any clearance, and I looked in the app. I'm like, why does it say 30, 40 sets are on clearance? And I looked up, and I'm like, oh wait, those are all the sets. Why are they on top? I'm too short. I have to climb up the shelves. Fell down the shelves, but I got the clearance. So yeah,
dude, I remember one day. This was a few months ago. I wish I would have been vlogging it. I grabbed a box from the top shelf because I'm tall enough I could literally reach up there and grab stuff, man. And there was a Lego box up there that wasn't open, and I grabbed that thing down. And the employee, man, came right around. I was like, hey, you can't take that down, because I was like ripping it open and everything, man. Like I didn't have a knife. I just grabbed it. I was like ripping it open. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, then you need to go put it in the back if you're not going to sell it, man. But yeah, I got into like an argument with the person.
I don't argue with employees anymore because when I've done that in the past, I'm just like, I look like a total D-bag. But but I get it. I have no issue arguing.
Especially when I was looking for the 501st Battle Pack when that stuff was out, man. Dude, I was getting ready.
Like, what did you say again?
I was getting ready to tackle employees, man.
I mean, I've seen people open boxes. I mean, the 8 days I worked at Walmart, people are just like, this guy's a douche. I've seen people open boxes, and I just sit there and I'm like, I don't care. You're not stealing the product. Why does it matter? Like.
Yeah. I saw Sidious out there. What's up, brother? Shoo.
Yeah, Judge Sidious. Dude, yeah, I literally fell down the shelves. Like, and I hurt myself too. And as you guys know, having metal in your leg and falling down a bunch of shelves is not fun. I grabbed the set, and then I think I fell down a bunch of shelves. Then I'm like, oh, let me just grab a Walmart cart, climbed into a Walmart cart, and then started grabbing stuff off the shelf.
To be fair, I feel like even if you don't have a metal leg, falling down some shelves is not going to be a good experience, dude. Just to be fair, I want to throw that out there.
Oh, thanks for telling me, Hive. I appreciate them.
Hey, no problem, man. Look, I'm just trying to say we're including everybody, not just people that have metal legs, okay?
Yeah, true. And especially with my skinny jeans, I'm shocked at how tight my skinny jeans are. If anyone's ever met me in real life, I would be shocked how many times those have not ripped when I've fallen or even like walk. People are like, dude, how do you walk in those?
Dude, you're gonna Hulk out of your jeans.
I'm just like, I'm waiting for it to happen. Well, it actually has happened. I remember when I was 17, I was playing basketball at a gym, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, I'm the best, woohoo! My thing's ripped all the way down. Now, this is a really popular gym, and so my underwear is showing. Now, luckily, there was a kid who's like, yeah, you can use my sweatshirt. But this sweatshirt, so at this time, I was like 150, and this kid is like 300-400 pounds. So it looked like I was wearing a dress, and everyone's now looking at me, but it looked like I was wearing a dress. So, yeah, I can't win. But at least
I'm wearing a dress.
At least they didn't see my underwear, so.
Yeah.
When I was, God, I can't remember how old I was, man, but I remember I was on these, the pull-up bars, and some douchey bully kid, man, like came up to me and like pulled my shorts down in front of the whole gym class, dude. In front of the whole gym class. Let me tell you, when you're like 10 years old and a bunch of girls are pointing at your underwear laughing, dude, it's traumatizing.
Yeah, why do you think I never had sex? No, I'm kidding.
It scarred me. It scarred me for life.
It's kind of a
I can't change clothes in front of anybody anymore.
You know? He's like, oh my God, this is the biggest joke out there. And then, like, now I'm just like, oh, you know what? I'll refrain. I'll be a virgin for life. I'm going to become like some pope or something, some priest, dedicate my life to the Lord Jesus Christ and never have sex now. So thanks to the one woman that did that too.
I just blame all my problems on that bully now.
I
can't parallel park right. I'm like, man, if that bully would have never done that to me, I could park better, just all kinds of stuff. So yeah, the gunship's turning out pretty good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
I'm like, what about Lego? Everyone in the chat's like, no, they're not talking Lego anymore. I got them to
they're like, no, please tell us more about this bully.
We just were. It wasn't that far off.
People get triggered. There are some streams which have become extremely boring, and if you're a part of the stream, where they're just like, yeah, we're talking Lego 100%. The second somebody says nothing, like something that's not related to Lego, they're like, yeah, no, let's get back on topic. And we're like, yeah, makes sense why you have two people watching your stream the whole time,
Yeah, I really enjoy it when people have said that on my streams. I'm like, oh, you must have gotten lost. You don't know where you're at.
The thing is, I can talk anything. You want to talk Lego? Let's talk Lego. You want to talk women dating advice? Actually, that's a horrible thing. I can't actually talk. You want to talk anything? I got you. So,
Yeah.
Dude, this is my stream. I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. If you don't like it, you go on someone else's
you
stream.
can't say that, you know. So,
Right. Tell me.
I'm still waiting to get kicked off a Hive stream. It has not happened yet.
I think I threatened you once.
Yeah. I know. One day I really said something. I think you and I got into it, and I think you said you were gonna kick me, and then I got more pissed off that you said you were gonna kick me, and then it made the argument worse or something.
Yeah, because I remember I wasn't like gonna permanently kick you out, but something, I don't remember what was said, but it was something along the lines of like, we're not gonna kick me out or something. I was like, or I said, yeah, this is what I'll do, and I like threw you in the green room.
Oh, I was
getting ready to throw you back in, but you already left.
Yeah, then I'm just like, screw Hive. Yeah, no, I remember being so pissed off that day, and I'm just like, oh, Hive, you want to go? But Hive, you and I think we've had one spat, maybe two, but we're always cool at the end of the day after the fact, you know?
Yeah, man. Nah, dude, I try and be cool with people, man. Like, I don't think anybody has crossed the line with me. You know what I mean? It's tough to cross the line with me. I mean, it's not tough. You could do it, but I have a pretty high threshold for offensive stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'd have to personally attack me, or something like that, or personally attack somebody I know. I guess for me to like really kick you off or something like that.
Yeah, I get that.
I always thought it was cliche. Then you get old and you feel it. What are you guys talking about? Oh, with the rain. I'm only 38 and I just started feeling it a year ago or so. Well, let me tell you, man. Once you start getting in your 40s, yeah, you really start feeling it. You're like, what the shit kind of pain is this, man? This ain't right. Because I will tell you, getting older is not for the weak. If you're a weak person, you're going to have a hard time, man, when you get older. Huh?
I said, I guess I got to work on that then.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit weak every so often now.
Yeah,
like,
it just
just weird shooting pains, or like every day either an arm or a leg falls asleep, and I'm just sitting, and I'm like, what is up with this?
Yeah. Well, it's not just physical stuff. I mean, you don't have to be like old to really start thinking about this part, but really you got to start thinking about your mortality. I mean, because think about it, man. Think about if you reach like 90, like not to be mean, but you don't have much time left, man.
Right.
Like it's just rare you would have more than 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
That, you know?
Thanks for reminding me. I know.
But think about you got to face your mortality, man, when you get to these points. You know what I mean? Like you got to really accept that. Okay, I need to prep myself mentally for this. Hey, Mr. Agent Brick, what's happening? He says, hey, Hive, I'm just building the classic Batmobile while watching. Hey, well, thanks for watching and enjoy that Batmobile. Wait, when you say classic, are you talking like the 50s version? That little 50s version? Or are you talking about like 89?
I'm guessing he means the 50s version.
Probably, yeah.
Or 60s, whatever. The Adam West one.
So, Mrs. Hive and I ate at IHOP last night. It was very good. It's been a long time since I've eaten at IHOP.
Yeah,
IHOP.
I used to work at IHOP. It's when I broke my leg, but I hopped everywhere with one leg. That's a horrible joke. I'm gonna shout. I'm trying to steal somebody's joke, but turn it into my own way, and it just sucked. I failed. Sorry. Continue.
Well, I wasn't even sure if it was a joke. I was like, "Is that true?"
You're getting a look for that, B5.
Okay, so I think that was
I feel like it was a joke.
a joke that my mother told me, and it was like stealing somebody's joke about like IHOP is a place where like people with like one leg works or something. So I was trying to make that joke, but I didn't realize I really fully never understood the joke as a kid, and then I just realized I just better stop.
See, my dad would have took it even further. He would have been like, "Well, does Eileen work there?"
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. Does she? My dad is the king of jokes, mostly bad ones, but he knows so many, and I forget them all. He tells me jokes all the time, and I forget them.
My dad is kind of that same way. When he's trying to be funny. Okay, well, I guess I will run the stream. Don't worry.
I was gonna say you can continue your story.
I'm kidding. We all running it. But like my dad's that type of person who'll go to Walmart. Just like as a kid, I used to hang out with him, and he'd go to like Walmart and be like, am I this ugly because of genetics? Like thinking he was funny, and people would get so uncomfortable because my dad is actually an unattractive individual. So like when you're unattractive and you joke about it, people get really uncomfortable, right? So yeah, that was his sense of humor. Basically selling people either mentally unstable or unattractive, and then people would just get uncomfortable. So yeah.
It's kind of like when I was in high school. I lived in a neighborhood where it was predominantly white, and there was like, out of our high school of maybe 800 kids, maybe 10%, 20 is stretching it, but 10 to 15% was in a minority, like in some other group of it. So I knew one of them who actually actively, like several times, had made jokes about his own race. Yeah. And everyone else was like, are we supposed to laugh at it? Do we feel bad if we do? Like it was a weird, it was an interesting dynamic where it's like, I want to laugh because it could be funny, but I want to laugh because of the person, you know?
Oh, you're 100% right, and then it gets really awkward too because like the person has no issue saying, let's say, jokes about themselves or their race, and then like you said, you don't know if you should laugh, but if you do, you're like, am I laughing at something that could be considered offensive?
Well, here's my experience with it is generally people that complain about like, oh, you shouldn't make fun of these people, whatever, are usually people that are of the opposite race. Like, look, all of my friends throughout my life that have been black or what have you, dude, they don't have a stick shoved up their ass. You know what I mean? They have a sense of humor. Like they usually the people that are like, are usually white people, man. Yeah. And I don't know if it's a white guilt thing or what. Now and again,
be offended for somebody else when they shouldn't be.
Right. And again, like we've said about BFAB, you mentioned too, is the context is a lot to do with it, obviously. If you just walk into half a joke and you don't know what's going on, then yeah, it might not seem like it's a joke, but it's kind of like I remember watching this thing on the news about voter ID, okay, and they were talking about how like there was a bunch of politicians. I'm not even going to say which side which, but there was a bunch of politicians that wanted to make it so like black people didn't need, or I don't even know just black people, but just people who didn't need IDs to go vote. But they're really referring towards black people because they were they were in poor neighborhoods and stuff like that. So, but basically the premise was they were acting like black people couldn't get IDs. And to me, like that's offensive, dude. And when they interviewed a bunch of black people, they're all like, yeah, I've got an ID. Like what? That's just a normal part of like life. Like you get an ID, you get it, whether it's a driver's license or identification, because it's not like voting is the only thing you need an ID for. You know what I mean? If you want to open up a bank account, if you want to do this, you want to do that. So the thing is some people, especially white people, can be so guilty about or feel guilty about something that they just go over the top. You know what I mean? And try and treat people differently when you're supposed to be treating them equally. You know what I mean? So like when they think that in their mind, they think they're doing a good thing, like, no, they shouldn't need voter ID. But in reality, dude, you're being offensive because you're basically saying like they can't get IDs. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like with the joking thing. It's like, dude, there should be no problem poking fun and making fun of people, man. It's how we stay lighthearted and not take things too seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I bully Hive all the
Hello,
time. That's why he
Connor.
hates himself, you know? Like, I'm
Right.
so sorry, Hive, for bullying you, you know? Like,
Hi, Sai. Well, BFAB, a lot of times you should be sorry. You know what I mean?
you're like, Beanup, I bully you more, and you don't even know it, you know?
Nah, man. And look, again, it's about context. Because, for instance, I wouldn't talk to BFAB the same way I talk to my grandmother. You know what I mean?
What? I would talk to her worse.
So, it's like, again, just about context and perception.
No, I mean, I 100% agree with you. I think you gotta sometimes know your audience, you know?
Right. Yeah, I see what Will wrote out there. It sits up about white splaining.
You know, but like what I was mentioning earlier with like the whole thing, like when you make fun of yourself and people get really uncomfortable. If you ever want to know if you're ugly, okay, do this. Make a joke in front of a group of people. Call yourself ugly. See how everyone reacts. If everyone gets really quiet, okay, that's how you know you're screwed. Okay, that's what I realized in life. Also, if you're like overweight and you make an overweight joke, everyone is quiet too. Or they'll be like, no, you're not fat. I've done that so many times. I remember some dude, he's like 400 pounds. He's like, I wish I was in shape like you. And to be fair, I'm not in shape, guys. But he's like, I wish I was in shape like you. And so I started, I'm like, oh, no, you're in good shape. But he was like, really? He's like, I'm 400 pounds. I'm like, yeah, you're good. So just I challenge everyone to make those jokes if you believe you're unattractive or overweight, and just see how people act. It's kind of humiliating. I had it happen a couple of times. It's like, hey, you guys can laugh. Oh, no one's laughing. Oh shit, this sucks.
No, I mean, and look, there's definitely uncomfortable laughter. Like,
Yeah,
I've been guilty of it many times, especially because I like a lot of very edgy comedians. You know what I mean? Whether it's a Dave Chappelle or whoever. You know what I mean? I like edgy comedians, so I've laughed at stuff that I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have laughed at that, but you can't, dude. It's funny. It's funny, man, and I mean, it's like, and it's okay, dude. Comedy is tragedy plus timing.
yeah.
And that's why a lot of comedians are so tragic, that they OD on drugs, or they have like a really crazy life, or because that's how they cope with stuff, with comedy, with jokes. And that's how I think humans as a whole deal with a lot of hardships, man. We try and laugh, we try and it's fine to grieve and to be serious, but laughter's a good thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're laughing about something, like, dude, again, some of these comedians that I love, like Dave Chappelle's of the world and stuff, like, I look at their audience and it's not just one race, man. It's everybody sits in those seats and they laugh. And sometimes, yeah, you laugh and you're like, I probably shouldn't have, but it was funny. You know what I mean? And sometimes he deliberately, not just Dave, but a lot of comedians will deliberately make you feel a certain way. And because movies are like that too. A good movie will make you feel certain ways. You know what I mean? It'll make you passionate, it'll make you mad, it'll make you sad. Movies that can invoke feelings out of you, and not you just watching blindly and just enjoying the spectacle. That's a sign of a good movie, man. And Sidious, you're right. Comedians do have it bad today, and I feel bad for a lot of the younger people growing up, because they're not going to have people pushing that envelope. And it's important that we push that envelope. Freedom of speech is a very important thing, and I think if we ever start trying to tell people they can't say certain things, we're going to be in trouble. I still think that you should have repercussions for certain things that you say. But if we ever tell somebody like, no, you can't say that, that's going to be a problem. I'm telling you, that's a path we don't want to go down.
No,
Yeah, it's a path we don't want to go down. Trust me.
I think, though, in general, what you mentioned is so true. A lot of people don't know this. When I'm in a good mood, I'm not usually joking around. When I'm in a crap mood and trying to make myself feel better, that's when I'm over the top. So if I'm ever really funny one day, no, I'm super depressed. But like,
dude, God dang it, man.
Yeah, but also I can take an account that like even me, like a lot of people like, yo, Beefhead, you poke fun of yourself way too often, right? I do it because it makes me feel better about myself, right? And I would rather people laugh along with me before, let's say, bullying me about thing A or thing B, right? Like I enjoy that. Like people are like, yo, how can you be so hard on yourself? Why can you say? I have fun doing it, and also I feel like if I poke fun at myself, maybe somebody might feel more comfortable poking fun at themselves. You know, like that's
Yeah, no, I
there's
completely
fun,
agree with you. I think it's a humbling trait.
yeah, it's fun. And again, I love making people laugh because sometimes if I'm depressed and I'm really funny and stuff and other people are laughing, I feel better about myself and then it makes me feel good. And it's kind of
Mhm.
like helping everyone. It's kind of weird. A lot of people, I love hanging out with funny people because it makes me feel better about myself. Unless you're okay, if you're more funny than me, I hate your guts. But other than that, it's.
No, I hear what you're saying, though, man. It is. It is. Makes life a lot more bearable. That's for sure.
Yeah. Always my goal, and I've always told people this: if I can't make you laugh, I'm going to make you cry. So if I can't do either, then I fail.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
The woman's like, "You called me ugly, okay? I guess."
Just yeah, it's a subjective thing.
That's my motto. Okay. So Hive, if I can't make you laugh, I'm going to make you cry. Okay.
I think you've done it before, so you're good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've made me cry.
Couple.
Oh, where is this standing 1 by 2? There we go. I can't believe I might get bag 2 done before the stream's over with.
Talking about streams over with, I have now. I could still stay a little bit longer. I was about to say I have my COVID test at 11:50. Everyone fingers crossed that I do have COVID, so I get paid for time off at work, and I didn't lose a week of pay. I know this sounds really bad. I know people shouldn't be wishing for COVID, but I
Well,
would love
can
to
I
get paid,
assume that
not
you
work.
haven't been vaccinated then?
I have not. No, not yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Have you been vaccinated for other diseases that can come around in life?
I mean, literally all my STDs. I tried to get vaccines for those. It didn't work because I haven't had sex. You know how it is, Hive.
Well, I was referring to more things like when you're a baby, like you got vaccinations for like your stuff like polio and all that stuff.
Oh, that's a good point. So I have not had my COVID vaccine yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, dude. Hopefully you don't get COVID.
No, Hive, you're supposed to say, I hope you get COVID so you get paid for 2 weeks.
Well, I know, but if you got COVID and then something happened to you, I'd feel really guilty about making, like
It's a gamble I'm
COVID.
willing to take with my life. And plus I have old parents, so I've been trying to get rid of them for a while too. So
Well, I mean, there's that. I mean,
yeah,
but if you got rid of your parents, who would be your benefactors?
oh, also who'd borrow me money? Never mind, my mom needs to live. I take back everything that I said. I hope I don't have it. Yeah.
You got to think of it like that, man.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't hear me, but she also cooks for me too. So, she might poison my food.
That's all right. I've been told nobody watches these streams, so you're good.
Yeah, but see, I'm very loud, and even though I'm in a different room, and the kitchen is not far from my room, if anything happens to you guys, her name is Sandra.
Well, look, if anything happens to you, I'm probably not going to reach out to her because she might blame me.
No, that's what you reach out to, be like, come on, ship the Star Wars bust, woman.
Bye, Joey.
Bye, Joey. Bye, Joey.
He'll be back.
Redmond says, what? Let's see. There's a difference between shock and edge. I like when a comedian is edgy and funny, but when a comedian says something shocking, just shock, it's more cringe than funny. Yeah, again, it's all about the context. Oh, he might be back. Maybe. Well, that nice little white circle spinning is a nice guess.
Joey is really good at spinning around in circles. Who knew that was one of his secret talents? He's like, woohoo! Yeah!
Woo! Woo!
Okay. The right lane.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, I'll probably shut the stream down pretty soon.
No, you aren't, Hive. You can't do this to me.
No, I've got to jump on some other streams today, along with doing some work. I have some work I got to take care of. So I just don't have a lot of time.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess you can get a pass.
Yeah, I'm working on it, trying to get that pass.
Joey,
I
I
really-
feel like you were saying something.
Still got a good couple hours in here.
I think
You're
you said
driving.
something about being hours in here.
You're driving for a while.
I said we still got a good couple hours in the in this live stream. I think I'm pretty much watching almost the whole time. Well, I mean, obviously not now, but you know.
Right. Yeah, we've gotten 2 hours and 15 minutes in.
And I'm so glad that I was able to talk for 2 hours and 14 minutes of that time. To everyone else that didn't get to talk, I'm kidding.
No, we had some nice conversations this morning.
Yeah, no, I did a great job talking over all of you guys. Good Morning BFAB is a new series coming soon to Brick Hive's channel. So it's where Hive builds, I talk, and everyone else just nods. Like, yeah.
Sounds good, Will.
Mhm.
And then Jay tries to sell everything. Jay's
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
dude.
my minifigure is now going for $10.99." Jay, would you
Yeah.
like to throw in a quick
We have ad
advertisement?
We have ad breaks here.
Jay, talk about selling. No,
No.
this is your one opportunity, Jay. I'm giving you to talk.
I think Jay's got a lot of stuff sold.
I've got a lot of stuff too, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
between Will and
it's
me
basically
alone.
Will saying he's gonna buy shit, and then he doesn't buy anything. Will's just like, "Oh yeah, I'll buy that one stormtrooper for $2.99." You know,
$2.99.
trying to haggle it down to like $1.99. He's like, come on, give me a deal, Jay." Jay's like, "I gotta pay for college, okay?"
You know, maybe I should start nulling my pieces. I can almost promise you I will absolutely can't stand nulling.
What do you mean?
You know, see, this is what happens when you graduate high school, but that's all. Nulling is what again?
When you have all your pieces lined up,
Oh, okay.
nice and neatly before you start building.
Oh, okay. See, I was gonna act like I knew what you were saying, but I didn't. So yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Kids
It's a
stay
weird.
in school, okay?
I mean, I get the end result is pretty nice because you don't have to like search all around for your pieces. But yeah, I don't know. I hate parting stuff out, organizing Lego pieces. Just no bueno.
Yeah. The frustration of trying to find a Lego piece is part of the experience.
Yeah, especially when you have to learn to be patient. Like when I first came out of my dark ages, like when I wouldn't see a piece after just a second or two, I'd just blame Lego and say like my piece is missing.
I feel like you still do that, Hive. Lego, where's my 2x4? And then it's like right to the corner of the box or something.
No, I'd give myself a little bit more time now, just a little bit. Not probably enough, but a little bit.
See, I just expose Will. I'm not buying it all. I want to, but I can't. I will only buy the stuff that I really want, and then other people will have the chance. See, Jay?
Yeah.
I just exposed one of your customers.
That's okay. Giving other people a chance is fine. Maybe
No,
we'll
that just
go
means you're
back for a
broke. I
second
say
round.
the same all the time. I'm just like, yeah, other people can have this clearance first. I don't want it. And deep down, you know you want the clearance, but you know you have $3.50 in your bank account. I know what you're talking about.
Now, believe me, I'm
Bye,
broke.
Macro.
I think I'm selling all this stuff.
I'm broke too. Anyone want $4,000 worth of Comic-Con minifigs?
I'll give you whatever price.
It's funny. I joke about that, but I've been debating selling my Comic-Con minifigs, but like they just sit there. But then I'm also just like, I saw last year what I was going to sell them for. Well, I was going to sell them last year, like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And then when COVID happened, they all like doubled or tripled in value. So then I was just like, oh, you know what? Never mind. It's good I didn't sell
Whenever
them.
you sell any of those Comic-Con figures or like a Mr. Gold or anything, you let me know.
I got you.
And I will buy something off you.
Sounds like a plan. Are you interested in 50-year-old women by chance? Jamaican women?
I don't know. I guess it would depend on what the package was.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of my mother, so if anyone's interested, I will sell her low of like $15.99 or something. So,
I mean, are you saying you want me to be your dad?
no, I'm just trying to get rid of her. So if anyone wants her,
Well,
starting
no. Like if we get married, I'm claiming you too, dude.
No, you don't.
I'm claiming you on my I'm claiming you on my
You have to
taxes.
understand. I am selling her. It's not.
Yeah,
There's no selling. Yeah, this is like you sell something on eBay. You just let it go. That's what I'm doing. So anyone interested? $15.99 is the starting bid. So
Dude, she's gonna be like, can my son come and live with us? I'll be like, no.
She's probably hearing this conversation. She's already pissed off at me. She's probably getting more pissed off. She's like, "Oh, you're so rude, Piatan."
She's gonna cancel me.
No, she'll just probably like scream at me for the next 3 hours. So, Piatan, you cannot say that. That is very rude.
Yeah, well,
I would like to say it also for the people who are trying to cancel me. I am half Jamaican, so please don't cancel me.
I mean, heaven forbid that you were to do an accent, man.
Oh yeah, no, I still remember back in the day on streams. I used to love just doing like accents and stuff, and then like I would keep getting called racist, so I just stopped doing accents. It was just fun. It wasn't like met with malice, but I guess this day and age you can't even do accents without being canceled. So.
I think it has a little bit more to do with accents than I think it has more to do with skin color, because if you were to go, like top of the morning to you, it wouldn't be like, hey man, you can't be using those accents. That's racist.
Yeah.
Be like, but this is how I talk.
I just always had fun because as a kid, when I play with like my Lego characters, like they'd all have like different voices or different accents. So I used to do that all the time. And so as an adult on streams, I used to do accents and people just did not take it right. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll stop.
I mean, can you imagine, dude? Like, let's say you're from the South. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say from the South, okay, and you're playing with toys. Let's say you just bought like the Shang-Chi toys or something like that. Or you bought some toys that were the characters are from another country. Yeah. What are you supposed to do when you're like voicing those?
They all sound very
like your mom's gonna be like, why does that Jamaican sound like they're from the South? You're like, well, mom, I can't use Jamaican voice. That would be
canceled, mom.
That would be insensitive, mom.
Like I think I'm really good at an Indian accent, but then people are just like, oh, like I've been like, hello, my name is Bretta from another brick, and they're like, what? You can't do that. I'm just like, what? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I guess somebody's gonna get mad if I'm like, oi!
Hello, cabbage face, bro.
Cabbage face.
Dude. Jay, are you leaving us?
No, I'm saying hello to cabbage face.
Oh, hey, cabbage.
Hi, cabbage face. Hey, cabbage. Don't worry, we're all gonna leave everybody here real soon.
I'm gonna get ready in 6 minutes. Because like my appointment's at 11:50. The drive is like 2 minutes, and everyone in the chat, everyone say, "BFM, I hope you have COVID." I need some good luck here. So
we got Mr. Soros in the chat.
What's up, Ross?
House.
Ross in the house. Nobody wish COVID on BFAB, please.
I'm trying to get paid for 2 weeks.
I don't care how much he's asking you guys. Like, there are better ways to have a better financial situation than getting COVID.
At my job, I'd rather have COVID.
One thing to sell your body for science. It's another thing to sell your body for disease.
Like, goddamn, you must really hate your job, dude.
It might sound like I'm joking, but I've been just like, oh my goodness, please.
No, I'm pretty sure you're serious, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's a little messed up, but it's just like I work at a furniture store. I'm a coordinator. This is the least I've ever made. I'm sorry I'm complaining to everyone, but I have to do a lot of work. And, when things go to crap because now I have some sort of power, I get yelled at. I'm already they said in the first week I worked, they got more complaints about me than anyone else. And it's just been very vocal on things. So a lot of the workers, they feel really comfortable to me. They went to me to complain. So then I stood up to management, like the main store management. to help the workers. Well, little did I know that these workers they're screwing with me because I'm the new guy. But I went toe to toe with management because they said, "Yo, so there are two kids with autism that work there." And when I say kids, they're 31 and 33, and they were saying how one of the rules, they're like, yeah, you can't take more than 5 steps. Well, new guy, me with some sort of power, right? Thinking like they're getting bullied because they're autistic. I go to the backroom boss and I kind of confront him on it, right? Doesn't really do anything. So I go to management and I go toe to toe with management, and management goes, because of their autism, they have to be talked to that way, right? It's not because we're bullying them. It's because their coaches tell us what to say to them. But I didn't know that, but because I was the new guy, I thought they were being bullied, right? And so instead of, getting, praise for that, all the people, the two individuals with autism, also threw me under the bus and said I went to them, and I'm like, what are you talking, like, that I was trying to gather information to like cause like a strike. So yeah, who knows how long I'm going to keep this job. So
Man, I tell you, drama sure does follow you around, BFAB.
I'm just vocal. One of the main bosses there, because like, again, I'm a coordinator. I have power. I keep saying that. It just makes me feel a little good when I don't have the job tomorrow. Like one of the managers, we were over the earpiece. We like all the managers and like the coordinators have earpieces and stuff, and like the cashiers have earpieces too. And one of the ladies like, "Yo, we need help," and she was talking to another coordinator, but we didn't know that. So one of the little kids one of the cashiers answered to try to help the lady, and the lady like yelled at the kid for trying to help. And I picked up the earpiece and said, "Oh my God, you were super rude." Like I phrased it differently. I said, "Holy crap, you're so rude." And then also like the manager like walks up to me and just goes off on me for me calling her out for being rude, So
Well, look, yes, I'm a vocal person too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, is I really need my job. So I have this thing called self-preservation.
Yeah.
That's gonna make me not say something because I really need to keep my job.
Agreed.
So that's kind of where I'm coming from with stuff.
Yeah, there are boundaries that I do push, but it's just like, for me, it's like if I see something and it's wrong, I think a lot of people, even in the community, they don't like me, but I call people out when they do stupid crap. But I try to do it in a kind perspective, but when I realize nothing's getting done, that's when I'm just like, yeah, no, screw you, you're a piece of garbage, and then everyone's like, oh my goodness, you just said that, BFAB? I'm shocked, so.
Yeah, no, just remember, there are different ways of approaching problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes there's more diplomatic things to do.
There's things that I wish I would have phrased differently, because I can be an asshole. Everyone here knows that. But I think for me, it's like my intentions aren't bad a lot of the time. I just try to, I feel, hold people accountable, but there's ways of doing it,
Yeah, I'm just like with things in life, it's a little different. But I'm just talking about really mainly like work. That's really what I mean, because work, usually places don't like trouble.
Yeah.
They don't like complications. They just like people to come and just work. So yeah, if you start throwing around and becoming an issue, or you're, whatever, it could cause some problems.
Yeah, no, you're right.
With
Talking about problems, everyone, wish me luck. Everyone, I need everyone saying that, BFAB, we hope you have COVID. And I'm going to pop out. It's like I have to leave really soon for my test, but everyone take care. It's been nice talking over everyone and talking to all of you guys. Take care, guys. Peace, guys.
Later, brother.
Later.
And good luck. I hope you don't have COVID. I think he's the first person I've ever seen that was asking for COVID. Like, I gotta admit, I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, BFAB does go.
My job actually pays me for getting the vaccine, which I would have gone to anyways. But I'm like, hey, at least get something on the side with it.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I just wanted to say, Will made a very awesome comment. He says, if drama was win, BFAB would be a sale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he definitely he rides that win. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wind down in just a few minutes, just to let everybody know. I'm basically trying to get through the rest of the back too, because I'm so close to finishing bag 2.
How is it so far?
Dude, it's awesome. It's amazing.
I'm starting to get tempted by it.
Yeah, man. I can already tell it's going to be a really good ship.
It kind of just makes me regret not getting any of the previous versions because I know now all of those are going to hike up the price even further.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the joke was this was the cheapest gunship to get right now.
Yeah.
But that was one of the reasons why I wanted it so bad as well. Because I haven't gotten a gunship yet. And this thing is just beautiful as far as the details and everything goes. But that's what you can do when you make them really big like this.
True.
Got the Daily Brick here.
Hey, Daily Brick. Good morning.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out.
I said earlier, but I've got one of the Republic gunships up for sale, the 2013 one.
And the stuff that you got for sale, like it's not sealed stuff, right?
No, it's all used.
Okay.
There's only one set that has the box, and it's that little mini Endor promo.
Okay.
That's the only one. I just kept the box for that one. It was a promo. Everything else is just it's there.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy I got all those vignettes. And I had an extra of the I think it was the Death Star one, and I sold that one.
And the Republic gunship I'm selling is only $300, so that is the cheapest gunship you can buy.
This is true.
I make it sound like $300 is really cheap when it's not.
Well, when you're talking about
it's expensive, but in relative to the gunship, it's
right
cheap.
Well, like you said, it's the cheapest one you can get. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the cheapest one you can get. I mean, you never know. Someone might sell one.
I mean, I
but
think it's the cheapest one you can get complete. Like I think I looked the other day. There's some out there that don't have any figures.
Well, I was gonna say, even if there are some, like they can't be far off anyways with the price. I mean, no one's gonna go too cheap on one of those unless something's defective about it.
I wonder how much the Republic gunship posters get. Because I remember back in the day, 2002, when they made the first gunship, they had a Toys R Us building event where it's like you get to build like a couple steps out of the new gunship at the time, and they give you like this big poster you can hang up. It has Jedi Bob on the poster, if I remember correctly, and I don't know if that means anything to people. Like if people actually go find that too, like along with the ships.
I would love to have that poster.
Yeah, I need to find that poster, to be honest. That's like the only thing I still need to find. I know where the other posters are because I've got ones for the AT-AT and the Star Destroyer.
Mm. Well, because eventually, once we buy a house and I get a Lego basement, obviously I'm gonna have a bunch of posters up. So yeah, I might actually look for that poster and see how much it's worth. And try and buy one
right now. Let's see.
Yeah, find out how much Yeah, find out how much that costs, Jay. I'd be tempted to get one. But the first thing on my list is Darth Revan, and then move on from there and see what's going on.
Here it is, the poster.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure it's not cheap.
No, it's actually fairly cheap. There's only one in the U.S. It says it's used, but it's like new, never displayed, and it's $275.
Oh.
But that's the only one in the U.S. And then someone's got 5 in Italy.
Wow.
And there's one in Canada and one in the U.K.
Is the one in the U.S. the cheapest one?
Yeah, it is.
God, it's so tempting, man, but I can't spend almost $300 on a poster. I don't think I can do that. At least not at this point in my life. Like, if I were to get my credit card paid down, like, a lot, I would totally do it. but I don't have it paid down enough to spend $275 on a poster.
No, that's
Especially-
$2.75 high.
What?
That's $2.75 as in $2.75.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
well, I'll
pretty
buy that right now.
Yeah.
Where'd you find it? eBay?
No, on Bricklink, if you just search up the set number and they have the whole inventory, there's one gear piece and in like that little section because they have parts, minifigs, and then one gear, and it's under that.
All right, hold on a minute. There we go. Bricklink. Do you know what that set number is?
75021.
75021. Yeah, man. I'll
Must be another poster then. My bad.
wait. I see a Duplo chicken and a sticker sheet.
Nah, just search it. The set will pop up.
Wait, with Star Wars poster?
So if you search it up and you scroll down to the Republic Gunship set and click on that, there's the item consists of section, and you want the one gear piece.
Okay, let me see here.
We
I
got
don't
coconut.
Hi, coconut. All right,
Oh, coconut.
God dang it. All right,
And
hold on,
Ninja.
Jay. Jay, hold on a minute. I'm having some
Here's-
issues here.
Here, I want to show this for coconut and
Alright,
decaled
hold on.
fives. Fives is great.
Bricks in Lithuania, what's up? And I see Ninja. How you guys doing? Good morning to you. Man, if that poster is going for 300, I would sell mine right now. Oh God. All right, so look, I'm having a little bit issue still searching for this thing. So you said type in Gunship.
Okay, so just search up the set number. Start with that.
All right, so say what was it? 75 what?
75021.
75021. Okay. All right. Okay, but like I said, things that pop up is Duplo chicken sticker sheet.
Okay, you gotta scroll past the parts. Gotta go
Okay.
to the set.
All right, I'm in the set. Okay, got it. Okay, so go to the set. Got it. Okay, I'm
And
in the
then
set.
You see the item consists of section.
Yes. Is it?
One gear is what you want to click on.
Ah. Star Wars minifig gallery poster. Let me look at this. Oh my gosh, I am all over this. Yeah, the minimum buy is freaking $5, so I gotta buy something else from the dude. So let me see what else he's got in there. So we're gonna add this to the cart. What else you got? What else you got, brother? Who are you?
A few Ninjago figs in there.
Yeah, I'm looking. Where is? God, trying to navigate through Bricklink sometimes drives me freaking crazy, dude. All right. So what does he got? Sets.
Full
What do you
screen
got in here?
but I think I'll wait on there because obviously see or what they have. Or what I'm looking
Actually,
for.
he's got some okay stuff. What's this Eclipse Fighter? I can't remember what this one is.
Oh, that's the Freemaker Adventures one. I actually have that set for sale.
Oh, it's got Dangler in there.
Yeah.
That's not a bad set, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty good Starfighter, to be honest.
Dude, he's got the Kashyyyk troopers in here.
Oh.
Dude, I'll just get that and okay, so what do I got here? $23. Okay. Wait a minute. Dude, this is so confusing sometimes. Good Lord. Like, how did I go to a different store? How did that even happen? Okay, so what else we got going on here? Ferrari finish line. Oh wow. He's got the genie from the Disney like the what's Ultimate Aaron? Is that Ninjago?
No, that's next
That-
Knights.
Oh.
So nice.
But no, I see he's got the genie of the lamp from Aladdin. Let's see, what else has he got? Hold on, what else he got? No, I should just get those Kashyyyk troopers. Yeah, I'm just gonna get that. That's okay. I just don't understand when I look in my cart, it says both those things are 2 different store names. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, it's very confusing. I don't understand what in the hell. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna buy the stuff. All right, let's go. Oh, it's because I have something in here that's that I left in my cart. That's why. Okay, so we're just gonna remove that because I don't need it anymore. Okay. Oh goodness, man, it's so confusing. Did somebody already buy this thing? Yeah, all right, sorry to everybody in the chat. It's just like I thought this would be very quick and easy, and it's becoming not quick and easy. So again, I don't know if somebody bought it and then it didn't update. So let me see something. We're gonna go back. Okay. All right, view, add to cart. Okay. All right, we're good to go now. Okay. All right, let me proceed to checkout. Agree and continue. Oops, change address. Don't live there anymore.
Yeah,
Don't want that. Don't want that to happen again, dude. I had to go to my old house and take my bad batch shut off the porch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 30, 25.
Yeah, there was a while where I wasn't getting mail, and some of them were bank statements, and I'm like, I kind of need those at the new place. Can we forward all of that?
Right, like that's important.
And even one of them was like, it had the new address, but somehow sent it to the old one. It's like the new one is on the account. It's like, why would you need that? I'm not there anymore. I don't even know if anyone is living there.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. And I got worried after that because I'm like, if stuff doesn't make it, if I'm supposed to get something and it goes to the wrong place, whose fault is it? I told you what I needed to get it to.
Right. Goodness, I hope I put that address in right. Oh, you know something else real quick? I was going to show you guys the pop I bought for Mrs. Hive. I was talking about earlier. It's the Fruity Pebbles one. Check this out, man.
Oh my gosh, it's just a cereal.
Dude, look, he's even, since it's Fruity
Wow.
Pebbles, he's even got the stone bowl, the stone spoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's like I said, she's really been getting into these ad icon ones. Like she's got Coca-Cola now, and like I can't remember the other ones that she's got. But I saw that at the mall yesterday, and I was like, oh, let me grab that for her. You can never go wrong with Kashyyyk troopers. I'm gonna say yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe you could go wrong. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm being stupid. Look, Coconut knows way more about like the ins and outs of that lower part of Star Wars for sure than me. Coconut is also so. Look, there's a handful of my friends that I think should be advisors for Lego Star Wars. And like just immediately a couple of the first ones that kind of came to mind was like Ryan, Coconut Brick Studio, Solo Bricks Builder. Like those guys really know their stuff. And I was always saying about like, they don't have to design sets, you know what I mean? That kind of thing, you know, or make certain financial decisions, but like they should just be advisors, man. Like that just know like the lore. Like then things like that Imperial symbol wouldn't have been on the box, or they would have been more accurate with some of their minifigs, or blah 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 blah. There's just a lot of stuff that they would definitely would do better. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got my address right here.
Seen way too many empty for sale for lease buildings. I feel like I'm going the wrong way, but the GPS says no. This is okay. Just like I don't want to wind up somewhere I didn't want to be.
Right. Let's see here. What time we got? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
2 hours and 45 minutes. They better get a Ring doorbell. I'm a porch pirate. Well, dude, like, I swear when I picked up the thing, they still have the Ring doorbell. Well, they still have the Ring doorbell on the door that we had. I just don't know if they had it hooked up or not since we've left. But yeah, like I went up, like I knocked on the door, you know, and like nobody answered. So like I went right up to the doorbell and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, this is shipped to me. Anyways, Koga says, dude, that would be my dream job. You can be sure May 4th promos would never suck again. Yeah. Like, and then, because look, I don't think a lot of these designers are real fans of the stuff that they're designing. Okay. It's real easy to say that. And they might like the stuff, but liking something and being a fan of it is a different thing. You know what I mean? So I can almost feel like if they had somebody like, let's say Coconut working for them, they could literally use the phrase made by the fans for the fans. You know what I mean? Like it could really emphasize that because like Coconut, you know, he wouldn't let something, and again, I'm not saying Coconut would have the final shot per se and stuff, you know what I mean? But like at least he could be like, whoa, I'm telling you, that is not a good idea. You know what I mean? Or whoa, you guys really should add this. And not just not and I'm not saying this with just Star Wars. They should definitely have it for like Harry Potter, have somebody with Ninjago, you know what I mean? They should just have an advisor for each theme, you know, even city stuff and all that. Like, you know, but
well,
oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Sorry, man.
No, I like drift off halfway through the thought before saying and then the audio cut, and I'm like, wait, what else was they gonna say?
Will says, do we need to start a hashtag Lego need to hire Coconut? Well, I mean, look, Coconut's one of the handful of people that I would say, like, you know, there's a couple, like, you know, for like Ninjago or something, you know what I mean, too. Like, obviously, like, there's people I know that would, you know, that would do good with that. So I don't know. Lego's a weird company. We all know that. And they don't like generally anybody messing with their stuff.
I feel like it's kind of a mix between things where especially in the fan designer video, or not fan designer, in the designer videos, you can tell who's a fan of something because like the haunted house one, they got all in on the theme. Like they had the costumes, they had the backgrounds, they had all these different things incorporated into itself. It's like, yes, we grew up with this, we enjoy this, we know a lot of other people who would, and like did 110% on that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, other things, it's like, okay, we just have to make this. We're not really in tune with it, so we don't know where to, you know, we'll make what we can out of it. And I know from, like, a lot of the gimmicks that, especially City, but not just City, a lot of gimmicks that they put into sets where it's like, oh, now we have a net launcher. Oh, now we have a water cannon or whatever. That's not always a designer choice. That's just kind of some executive that says we need to push something to make this more appealing, like something new about it that people could get or people could play with, you know? So
Yeah.
add that into the set however you can, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that they need to. I don't know. It's a mixed bag with me on that stuff because on one hand, I don't fault them for throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what'll stick. But also, for the most part, I'm not saying it can't be done, but for the most part, Lego is only going to be good for Lego. You know what I mean? And I know they're trying to do a lot of electronic stuff, trying to keep up with the times and everything. And like some stuff kind of works okay, but like motorized stuff, remote control stuff, like all that stuff is really good. But when you try and start throwing in like apps and on all that, again, I know some people might like it, but you're starting to really tamper with what makes Lego great. And you know, as far as the fan designer stuff, though, also like I don't get mad. I don't fault any of these designers if they're not like fans. You know what I mean? Like, because for them, you know, and I get it, it's a job. You should be able to design any kind of Lego set. Like I said, wish that there were definitely people that really knew the theme that was helping them out, like with advising type stuff.
Right. I don't know if it's by coincidence or if it was intentional like this, but I recently built the Monastery's Pinjitzu from Ninjago. That's supposed to be a legacy set, so it's not like entirely brand new. It's kind of like rehashing from something already existing. But the model itself is fairly like I think they kind of done it before, but not to this grand scale, and I kind of like that. But what I liked better about it was that there were all these little things in between that reminded me of earlier Ninjago sets. There's a play feature where it's like you have two of the golden weapons, and if you press down on a tile, then you have like the doors flinging to the side, and you have something, like a trap, that flings out at you.
Yeah.
I remember early Ninjago sets that have that, and I don't know if that was intentional, but it made it feel good. It made it have that anniversary, like we know where our roots are kind of vibe to it.
Right.
There was another part of the set where it's like they have one of the weapons where there's a spinning wall to it, so it's like you have a trap with that. But also, I do remember sets early on that had that like kind of reverse wall feature. So I don't know. Maybe that's me personally just getting more value out of it than what was intended. But if that was intentional, then I think it's even better. And the designers know what they were working with. They know what the theme was like all this time, and they knew how to make it work. Kind of like the Barracuda Bay set, where it's like they deliberately made the box look like the classic Legoland Pirates, and people identify that.
So, before I jump the gun, I'm missing a piece. So I'm trying not to, like I said, I'm getting a fizzy over nothing. But yeah, I don't see this piece anywhere. And this isn't like just a normal brick. So I mean, I probably have one, but I'd really have to look for it.
Well, just like I said before, check the bags that the pieces came from.
That's what I just did.
The one that stuck, yeah.
Yeah, I just checked them. So, in case anybody's wondering, here, I'll show you here. This right here is a piece. Okay, there we go. That's the piece I'm looking for. So, like I said, it's not like it's just a 1x2 brick that I can just easily look in a container and find. So I'm hoping it's under something and I missed it, or blah, blah, blah. Where did I put it?
Or, yeah. Gotcha.
I feel like it's got to be somewhere close. Dude, are you kidding me, man? Like, I really hope I'm not missing a piece. And I've only been through like 2 bags. Because I was missing a piece with my Infinity Gauntlet, too.
Oh,
which wasn't a big piece. You can't even really see it. Where it's missing. But like, god dang it. Like, this is not cool. So I know it's not in the bags. I just checked the bags. I just looked around on the floor. I've looked under the gunship. I've looked under the manual. Looked around the
why I
bag.
never. That's the reason why I never really go organize pieces before starting to build, like from the bag or whatever, because I'm like, I know I'm gonna push these pieces around by accident, and they're just gonna go missing. So it's better just to have like one little pile with everything there.
Right. Yeah, but I don't see it anywhere. So I guess this is gonna be a good stopping point for right now. So I can look for this thing. Plus, I'm gonna hop on someone else's stream here in a few minutes for a short period of time.
Yeah, I'll be around one of the other streams or so. I'm actually out to the park, so I can finally get out of the car.
Yeah, so I will have to look for this piece. Orange Bricks, hello to you. How are you today? Good morning. Ninja says, I love seeing Easter eggs and sets. Disney Castle had the best, I think. Wow, Koga says, when I was building the UCS ISD, I was missing an entire bag.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not cool with this, man. Okay.
Maybe if you can't find it, maybe just pull it off of a brickheads you have or something, because I'm assuming that's where one would be. Just for a short time.
Yeah. I mean, and like, goodness, I'm sure I have the pieces. You know what I mean? I just don't know where. So yeah, I've got a brickhead I just bought too. I can pull it off of.
Yeah, because that's easier to reassemble than the gunship.
Right, and you're pretty much and you're pretty much guaranteed. I just hope it's going to be the same color.
Yeah.
Because it's in a noticeable place. So if it's like a green one instead of a gray, it's definitely going to be noticeable. But anyways, I'll figure it out, and I'll definitely reach out to Lego and tell them I need this piece. So that being said, I want to thank everybody that's been on the panel today. It's been really awesome. Had some great conversations, had a few laughs. And yeah, thank you everybody on the chat. I appreciate all of you being here as usual. Means the world to me. But yeah, everybody have a great Sunday, and we'll see you on the next one.